you have the dumbest smile on your face.
That's just his normal face.
It's like really hard on the edge of, on the very, very edge of the line of cringy and epic win.
We're gonna fuck the sodomites in the...
Warning, podcastrophe imminent. Join me, Dick, on a podcast about music, movies, television, all with a taste of metal. This is Podcastrophe.
I have something to add to it.
Oh my god. And I guess that's how we're going to start the show today. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Podcastrophe, episode 24. And with my co-host.
Hey, folks. I'm going to apologize right now because here in about 45 seconds, I'm going to go on a rant.
Do you want to go on the rant before we introduce our guest?
Yes.
Or?
Okay.
Yes. Okay, cool.
So I'm on my way to pick my daughter up. Traffic is terrible. I believe I've started a rant like this on Podcastrophe before, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm bebopping through West Lafayette. Traffic is terrible.
Tangent real quick.
Go ahead.
I love that you always use the phrase or the term bebopping.
Bebop is kind of one that I've coined myself.
You are the only person I know that says it.
I appreciate that.
And, yeah, go on. Go for it.
So I'm bebopping down through West Lafayette, cruising in the Heritage Machine, as Cameron calls it. And traffic is terrible. I mean, just absolutely terrible. People are, like, veering into each other and then narrowly avoiding collision. And it's chaos. Yeah, that was my phone. And it's just, you know, I'm driving the speed limit, and I'm staying in my lane, and I know where I'm going, and it's just chaos. And I get very, it does not take very long for me to get road rage symptoms because of my Irish fiery temper that I have.
Hey, same.
And I pull up to a stoplight, and I'm just sitting there, and there's this guy next to me who's about hit me at least 5 times in maybe 4 football fields distance. And I look over, and he has sunglasses on, okay, a beanie, like one of those really saggy, stupid beanies.
Yeah.
And then his hood is pulled over his head, almost covering his eyes. And he's got like the super swagger lean, like he's actually laying in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
And then I'm in my truck, the Heritage Machine, and I'm looking down at him just with pure and utter disgust. And he goes, looks up at me, and I can see he's got the sweatshirt hood pulled almost all the way over his eyes, but the sunglasses that he has on are pulled down, like all the way to the tip of his nose. Okay, so he looks up at me, and we make eye contact, and I see him, and he's really coming up with something great. And he looks at me into my soul and does the head nod. And I see him mouth the words, "Sup." and I'm just looking at him, and I'm just like, I can tell that my eyes are really wide, and I'm like flaring my nostrils, and I just look up at the stoplight, and it turns green, and I'm just sitting there. Because I'm contemplating, like, putting it in park, revving it up to 9,000 RPMs, dropping it in gear, and swerving over into his car.
Rolling coal?
Hopefully killing us both. And he floors it and just takes off. Almost hits 2 or 3 cars, turning in and out of traffic. It was, again, chaos. And right about that time, Tool came on the radio. And Tool's one of my favorite bands. But
Is that the Snapchat you sent me?
Yes.
I thought that was a perfect circle.
No, that's Tool. It's Enema.
Okay.
So Enema comes on, and that song is about California falling into the ocean, getting rid of all the idiotic people on the earth that should not be allowed to procreate, and then creating the Arizona Bay instead of the California Bay Area.
Yeah.
And it just made me really appreciate that song, because that's one of those people that
You want to fall in
that
the ocean.
Maynard is talking about falling into the ocean. And immediately after that, so the rant's wrapping up here. Immediately after that, I see a Chevy HHR. Remember the stupid
I hate those.
the stupid PT Cruiser
they're
clone?
like diet PT Cruisers.
Yes.
But like
I love that,
slightly,
by the way.
Slightly beefier.
But at the same time, less masculine. If that's
How
possible.
is that possible?
I don't know, but that's what I'm going with. So this fucking exterminator, this HHR comes cruising up to me, and it's all graphicked out. Okay, the whole thing is wrapped in graphics, and it's like this miasma of fucking rainbow colors. And I get behind it, and it's an Aardvark company exterminator company vehicle. Okay, on the back is this big, goofy, dumb-looking Aardvark. So it's, you know, it made me laugh. It made the situation that I just experienced a little bit better, and that the entire back glass is covered with graphics. So you can't fucking see out of it. So then I went right back to rage.
They can see through it.
You're just let me have this.
No.
So I'm looking at this stupid graphics on the glass, and I look, and there's a slogan, and it says, "If we can't kill it, we'll eat it." and I wanted to facepalm and then again swerve into traffic, but I had to go pick up my kid from daycare, so I didn't. I really wish I would have. And the reason I brought this up is this week has kind of been an odd week for you and I both.
Yes.
I had a really bad day yesterday. You had a really bad day today. Neither one of us have been getting sleep.
I got plenty of sleep last night.
Well, we've both had days.
Don't speak for me.
We've both had days this week where we haven't gotten as much sleep as we needed. And I realized that I'm at the point in my life now where it's my emotions, my mental health, and just life in general is constant hills and valleys.
Yes.
And here this week it's been almost all valley. we're not on the upside.
We've had a couple of rough patches on Monster Hunter, and
yeah.
So I thought that's what got you bummed the other night and led to you being bummed yesterday.
That's definitely a big part of it.
We ended on a very low note last night, and that put me I think that may have been a contributing factor to me being in a very low mood today.
Yeah, I feel you.
I remember. You asked me if what did you ask me? You asked if I was like sad or like whatever, and then Matt, like I had several people ask me like, dude, what's wrong? You seem you don't seem okay today.
You have this way about you where normally you don't show your emotions on the outside. It's just you're kind of always angry and pissed off looking.
Yes.
And when you have the look of being sad and defeated, something is incredibly wrong with you.
That's exactly it. You're like, how do you feel? I'm like, defeated.
and then
I don't even know why.
And then I said, you actually look like one of my cries for help personified and given physical form.
Yes.
You looked that bad today.
I think Matt asked me, like, he's like, what, defeated? What happened? I'm like, nothing happened. Like, literally nothing happened. It's just, that's the best way I can describe the feeling.
Well, realistically, we did get defeated last night. We couldn't kill an Elder Dragon. So.
Yeah. But anyway, so.
Yeah, rant over. I feel better now.
And now we can finally introduce our guest. Say hello to the microphone, Cameron.
Hello.
This is Cameron.
My name is Cameron. I do not have high functioning autism. I have normal autism. Thank you very much.
And without skipping a beat,
this is Cameron.
This
folks.
is Cameron, guys.
We've given him the nickname Wedges, which we'll go into here a little bit in the episode. But real quick, what do you got in your hands there, pal?
A little present for you.
Why don't you...
So you spent the entire part of that first
rant,
the intro to the show, just like eating an apple and just.
But eating an apple like an autistic.
Yeah, and like. You're like trying not to eat it into the microphone, but I almost kind of wish you would for like the really big meaty bites.
The ASMR aesthetic.
Probably. Yes.
Oh God.
I have another apple in my backpack. If you want to start
Oh boy.
Maybe later in the show. I don't want you to get a tummy ache.
I was gonna give you these apple seeds. because apple seeds, funny enough, have cyanide in them, and you could have some of that if you ever
I don't know that that's enough to give me sweet release.
I don't know. I've never eaten apple seeds.
And if I start eating apple seeds now, then my body will build up an immunity to cyanide. And
you
then,
need to do it all at once.
You never want to have an immunity to cyanide because at a moment's notice you could have a use for cyanide,
Well,
much like the Nazis.
how many of us wish we had a cyanide tooth? I do. I wish they were all cyanide teeth.
But what if you accidentally bit down on it?
Then I went out with a bang and a froth and a gurgle. I appreciate the sound effect.
Hey, no problem. No problem.
That raises the question: is Joe immune to cyanide?
Ooh.
Looking at you, Joe.
What you doing over there, Miranda? Making sound? You know you're not to do that here.
You know what she is supposed to be making?
Hold
Dinner.
on. My lovely girlfriend Miranda is also here.
You know what she's supposed to be making?
What's she supposed to be making?
Sandwiches.
Nah, she doesn't make sandwiches for me.
Okay, let's cut to the chase. What is
Chased.
Yeah, I know.
You
I'm not.
fucking lisp.
What? That's not even a lisp. I just put a past tense word.
Whatever, just go.
Okay.
Say stuff.
What is your weirdest masturbation story?
Go for it, Wedges. Let's hear this.
Yeah, we just want to hear yours.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're mine. I have a few weird ones.
Just
if we're
hit us
gonna be honest.
with the one you got right out of the gate.
The strongest one.
Strongest one.
I've tried to suck my dick before.
We've all been there.
We've discussed this on Podcastrophe. Long before Tyler, but
We've all
It's
been
definitely more like sucking a dick than getting your dick sucked.
there. Okay.
That's all I have to say about it. I felt
That's
hella
all I
gay.
have to say about that.
felt hella gay.
I felt pretty darn gay. If I had to go to church and confess to my father, and he said, "Give me a blowjob."
Now the real question is, we're gonna dive into this story real quick. Did you do what the holy man asked of you? Did you pull out his sins to cleanse your own?
Yeah, funny enough, I was like, "Bring it on, Father." And
Did you fight him or did you blow him?
A mix of both. It was really violent. You know how like in the confession booth they have like that screen?
Yeah, I'm Catholic, so I'm very. I was raised Catholic, so I'm very, very familiar with the
Do you
confession.
know
Their
the
ways.
The Pope is actually Obama in disguise.
a crab people.
No, but basically the father he full on like Spider-Man crawled, kind of like that movie Legion or whatever. Like
When the
that
old
grandma.
lady's crawling on the ceiling.
Yeah, he did that in his own little booth, and then like
So he didn't move around very much.
No, it kind of looked like he was having a bad seizure. And then what he did is he just rammed his dick through the screen. So the only thing I could think about doing was just helping him out.
All right. Okay.
Tyler, weirdest masturbation story. Hopefully this doesn't lead into a Catholic.
Yeah, hopefully.
I don't
moment.
really have any. Just pretty
either.
standard.
Okay, so like, what's the weirdest way you've masturbated?
To reach around on that.
Probably
I've done that move right there. I know that move.
probably the left-handed stranger.
Ah, gotcha.
You never did
That's pretty standard.
You never did the banana split foot surprise?
No.
I just
Dear
already
God.
made that up.
Dear God, for the love of all that is holy, do not go any further.
Okay, so do you guys remember those they're like little jelly things, and
Oh,
you could
God.
put things through them.
You're
Hell yeah.
You're an entrepreneur.
Oh yeah.
So you
fleshlight before the fleshlight.
All right.
What
Did you lube it or did you just go after
I
it?
just went in.
So you actually like broke the skin a little bit inside, so all that poisonous chemical
I didn't break
seeped
the- I
onto
didn't
your,
break the
your
skin.
dilly.
No,
I was a young teen, so I was not a full grown.
Well, no,
man.
but you did go at it with some enthusiasm and fire. So I figured,
I
you know,
imagine.
and you might have been in the kitchen.
Oh man, I think I fucked. So like my
Another
another thing I fucked. One of those, you know those Nerf They're like tubes with
You
the...
fucked a Nerf dart?
No.
He
Wow,
stuck it
that's
down
so
his people.
small. No, okay, so it's this gun that has like... It's like a tube and has like the little balls you shoot through it. I fucked one of those.
Did you like pull the trigger and have it like shoot your dick?
No.
It's kind of like the old cartoon, like holding his finger in the
Miranda's
shotgun.
learning so much about me tonight.
We have gone down a dark path that I have not gone
We
down
haven't
on
even started
Podcastrophe
talking about
yet.
porn this episode.
That's
so.
right.
Okay, should I tell my second story?
You should wait a little bit late when like we're talking about something serious and then bust it out.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, don't bust it out, but bust it out.
Right. Wait while I whip this out.
Oh, the Podfather has blessed this.
Appreciate it, Podfather. Speaking of pod and fathers and stuff, I want to give a shout out to my good buddy Clint Chase for donating
Yeah.
$20 to the JIC network. He's our big winner of the week. I'm gonna start giving big winners and big losers of the week on Podcastrophe.
Clint Chase, I will find you and I'll stick my tongue down your throat.
Please don't. He's a married man, and I like him the way he is. Not touched by your malice.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say. That I do realize that we're on a podcast now and people could watch what I was going to say.
Yeah.
They're
Probably
gonna
good.
they're watching now, and then a week later they're gonna listen again.
I also want to thank everybody on that stood by us and dealt with all of our terrible infancy Twitch streaming that we've been doing
Yeah,
here lately.
I now have a camera.
He's got a camera, so again, the cool thing is you'll be able to check out our streams and see stuff from two different perspectives. But thanks for everybody that tuned into the stream yesterday through all of the difficulties that we had.
Brando, he says, and there went the $20. Thanks, Cameron.
Yeah, Cameron.
Peasant. We don't need your dirty poor people money.
Plebeian. What if that $20 was made by buying and selling Bitcoin? Is it still poor people money?
Yeah. Because you can't fucking do anything with Bitcoin half the time.
All right, fair enough.
You can buy drugs on the dark net.
Not once did you even buy drugs.
And you never paid for drugs. Not once.
Dewey Cox, Walk Hard, such a great movie. Just for that scene alone.
Oh, yeah, that's my favorite scene. That's easily my favorite scene of the whole damn movie.
What is that? You don't want none of this shit, Dewey. It's non-habit forming. It's the cheapest drug there is.
It makes sex better. I don't want to affect my sex drive. Oh, John C. Reilly. Fucking genius. I love that guy.
There's a kid named Josh Knapp. I'm calling you out, Josh Knapp, at my school who looks like John C. Reilly. I'll even show you a photo of him.
We don't need to see the photo.
We're good.
It's just going to be John C. Reilly, so there's no point.
I was going through my memories the other day, and I remember this because it was only a year ago, and I was like, so manscaping tonight.
Why?
Manscaping tonight. I decided to style my crotch in the style of Larry Fine from the Three Stooges, and I had a picture of him.
Why?
Because I just went straight down the middle, like at first, and there was just like this 2 clumps of hair, and I'm like just on both sides of my cock, and I'm just like, that's hilarious.
I'm a big fan of the ball throw.
Yep.
If you
It was some funny stuff.
if you grow out those pubes, you could get 2 really nice braids going down each side of your dick.
Like Jew braids. I want Jew curls going down. Miranda, would you be okay with that?
Your normal hair or your dick?
My dick.
Both.
No. And possibly butthole hair?
Nah, no butthole hair. I got.
Both.
I've finally come to terms, and I'm like secure with my butthole hair now. For a while, I was very insecure about my ass and how.
Did you
hairy
get your
it was.
asshole bleached?
No, but like I was very insecure with how hairy my ass was for like the longest time. And
Now are
I'm
we
just
talking like
whatever.
just the outer ass, or are you talking just the inner ass?
Inner,
Okay.
like the crack and further.
We
I've
must
had-
go deeper.
I must go deeper.
I have something
Holy
that
shit.
can relate to this.
Go on.
I I have a lot of like butthole hair, like really close to the rim, the hole.
Okay.
And when I eat because I eat really spicy food 24/7, I'm pretty sure like some of the hairs are like corroded away, and it's really disgusting.
Thank you for that rousing retelling of your eating habits and your anus
When are we gonna start talking about porn?
in a little bit.
Travis
We'll get there.
Wilson. That's your friend.
That's
right?
my good friend
Right
Travis.
on.
What's up?
Welcome, Travis, and welcome, Tucker. Thank you for joining in on the live feed. Thank you, all of you, for being part of the live feed.
So I got a topic. If we
Go for it.
want it, because I'm the topic guy.
Actually, before we get into a topic,
You son of a bitch.
I have some of this awesome cookies and cream nuggets from 450 North Brewing Company that I'm really wanting to dig into. I want to get to this before it gets warm. So
Well, my first topic's gonna be really, really short.
go ahead
Shotgun it.
and start talking while I pour this shit.
So, well, actually, I'll just wait on the topic and we'll just talk about 450 North. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, man.
Oh hell yeah, man!
Hey, Jacob Wells. Can't say that I'm happy to see that you're here, but we're going to talk about some movies here in a little bit. So if you want some movie talk, go ahead and stick around or don't. I don't really care either way. But 450 North, everything that I've had from 450 North, which is, of course, like two things, is super awesome. The golden nugs, and then
Is that enough?
that's my,
good one or a little one?
I want a little one.
All right, I'll take this one then.
But I'm really excited for this.
Hell yeah!
I'm really excited. Oh hell yeah, man! I'm really excited for this tap takeover at Jerry Lee's Pub in a couple weeks.
And who's putting that on?
The Doom Room and Brews with Dudes. That's good. Thanks, man.
It's a milk stout.
I'm alright with that.
Oh hell yeah, man!
I feel
probably
left
not.
out.
I've been wanting to try it though. Hold on, let me read the.
I am 21.
You can't have this. All right, cookies and cream nuggets, double chocolate milk stout brewed with Oreos, cocoa powder, Madagascar vanilla, and lactose. Let's see here. 1 pint stout, 8% alcohol by volume. For maximum freshness, please enjoy this beer soon after purchase.
The Madagascar vanilla is a nice touch. People take vanilla in general for granted. Vanilla is very hard to cultivate, and certain regions of the world do produce higher qualities of vanilla. So the Madagascar vanilla is a really nice touch.
You already taste it?
Oh, let me get some aromatics here.
Yep, that's what I've been doing.
So I don't get any of the vanilla from the smell.
Hold on. I can't really hardly smell from the glass, so try that. Try the actual can.
Okay, I get the vanilla from the can. You really have to appreciate 450 North with their labeling.
I love the labels. Like, they're very simple. The cool thing about the labels, too, you can literally peel them off and stick them somewhere.
Hell yeah,
They're
man.
stickers.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Mr. Brett Maxwell, frequent guest on Brews with Dudes and great friend of ours, he's the one that sold me this cookies and cream nuggets. And he was like, you know what the best part about it is? I'm like, there's a better part other than the beer? He goes, yeah, you can peel the label off and stick it somewhere.
That's really cool.
And I'm like, that's actually really fucking cool. Because I noticed Nick did it on his mini fridge and a couple other things. Mm-hmm. And then I started looking around Brett's room, and he had them everywhere too.
Cool. Well, let's dive into this shit
Dive into
here.
it. Cameron, enjoy us drinking this alcohol that you can't have.
Why can't I have it? I'm 21. Let me pull out my driver's license.
First taste, you get the vanilla immediately. And there is a very strong coffee sensation.
Yes.
Really good mouthfeel. Not overly bitter at the end, which I don't know if it's just been my experience or if it's a common thing, because obviously I'm not a big craft beer guy.
Mm-hmm.
I either really enjoy milk stouts or really don't like them, just because of how hard the bitterness comes in at the end with the aftertaste.
Yeah.
But this so far, really enjoyable. What's your thoughts
Well,
on first taste?
it's a stout, so I'm not a huge fan. It's not bad though. Basically everything you just described is what I'm getting. It's what I'm getting. It's really easy going.
It's very mild.
I wish I could taste more Oreo.
See, okay, a little bit of a rant
That's
here.
part of it, but
You drug me down the rabbit hole. Oreos, and I don't know if it's just me or other people feel the same way, but not long ago Oreos moved, I think, all of their production to Mexico, and this isn't before anybody goes all heritage and says, "You're attacking Mexico!" This has nothing against Mexico. I think we should annex it and make it part of the U.S. so everyone's citizens and
Make it one big garden
we
state.
can live there in the beautiful desert. But I think they taste different. I don't think they taste good anymore.
yeah, I still think they taste good.
I do not think they taste good at all.
I don't mind them.
And you and I have talked about this a little bit with cereal, like how disappointing a lot of the cereal we liked when we
Yeah.
were kids is now. I bought a box of Trix the other day.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Trix is terrible now.
You know, Trix no longer is the shapes, and there's the whole paradox. Are there just not shapes there now because we're adults?
and they're for kids.
They're for fucking kids.
Trix
So
are for kids.
I mean, you want to go full Mr. Krabs, and it's like, whoa, were there shapes here just because I was a kid? But I would still rather eat Trix than I would Oreos.
You bring up a really good point because
Lay it on us here, Wedge.
You said Oreos are now in Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
and I've noticed like they've tasted a little bit different. And one time I bit into one and it had a scorpion in it.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Yeah.
That's a prize.
Oh, really?
You're supposed to save that.
You trade them in for
Sombreros.
and ponchos.
Yes.
And a green card.
Oh, that was mean.
I love Mexicans. I dated a Mexican girl for a year.
That was
So-
one of the most heritage statements I've ever heard you say.
So Cameron is definitely he's down with the brown.
Ooh. All kinds of brown.
Yes. I don't mind this. I can't say like, I'm gonna
I'll let you smell it,
keep drinking it.
but not if you.
Kind of smells like ketchup or something.
All right. Get out. Like I said, I'm not a big milk stout guy, but you see how fast I inhaled that. So
I think I like Dragon's Milk better than I like this.
this just goes to show, like what I was saying about 450 North. Everything I've tried, I've really, really enjoyed, and
Yeah,
I'm now
enjoyed it
3
all.
for 3 with shit that I really fucking enjoy.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it all, even the stuff that I don't like. So
You said you tasted the Choco Nugs, right?
the Cocoa Nugs.
I'm gonna call
Yeah,
it Choco Nugs.
I had a can of that for New Year's. I think.
And you enjoyed that, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was okay. It was a lot like this.
Was it better than this?
I would say, yeah. I think I liked it better, but I don't know. I was also really drunk New Year's.
Yeah, that'll do it. So,
Rachel says, "Ketchup, uncultured swine." I love
Rachel,
that
you're
phrase.
a coward and you didn't come here.
Yeah, Rachel, you were supposed to be a guest tonight, but you didn't show.
do it.
Do it.
Do it.
I had to wait for like a topic to come up.
All right. So, I said last week during our Monster Hunter stream that this was finally going to be the episode where heritage is explained
Yes.
and dissected.
Yes.
And I feel that for everybody that's listening and for everybody that's watching, it's time for some closure. Because I've said heritage a lot very enthusiastically,
Yeah.
and the whole point of heritage is to make fun of someone. So, and a group of people in general.
Yeah, it started as someone very specific, but then it kind of grew, and then it just became the thing that we just do just because we can.
Everybody's got to coin a catchphrase.
Yeah.
And I'm an opportunist, so I saw my opening and I took it, and heritage has been with us ever since. So one day, not long ago, at the old Subaru Automotive Indiana hell,
Hell itself.
one of our illustrious coworkers was in somewhat of a debate with some other of our coworkers. And at one point, and this was about race and religion and Trump, like most debates today start from,
Those
and
are
they're
all
all
the same
stupid.
thing.
What?
Race, religion, and Trump. All related.
Illuminati confirmed. But, so he made the comment that,
Do you want the rest of this, by the way?
Yeah.
I'll take a little bit. I don't know that I want the rest of it.
Here, just have the can
All right.
and drink what you want.
All right. I'm going to drink the rest of it.
Okay.
But, so he made the comment that while they were talking about the Confederate flag, and people, like we said when we were talking about net neutrality, do your research, form your own opinion. I understand, we all understand that the Confederate flag is a sign of racism, and it's tied to a lot of anti-people of color groups, the LGBTQ community, what have you. It is an important part of our history, and it's something that people should be educated and educate themselves on. But this individual was saying that that's his heritage, and, it's a part of who he is, and what we ultimately need to do as people is understand that we're all Americans. Yes, our heritage is important, but it does not define who we are as people. Much like sexual orientation or political beliefs, what have you. So, this guy made comments that Trump made, such as all Mexicans are rapists. And, he ran the whole gamut of bigotry and just solid stupidity. So, anytime we say heritage, it is making fun of this guy and the groups of people that act like him.
Yes.
I figured you would have more input than that, than just yes.
We all bleed red.
We all bleed red.
These colors don't run.
We're all the same on the inside, I think, and
Bunch of. I actually have
Caught
two
me off
livers.
guard.
I think we are all one people, and we are all awesome people except for the juggalos. They're not people.
We are not down with the clown. If you're a juggalo, leave the podcast right now.
Right
you don't like your
now!
kind?
We don't drink fucking Faygo on this podcast.
No.
Or rape 14-year-old girls, so
Yeah,
we don't condone any of that.
we don't condone
Miracles, bad song.
I'm so not a raper.
that. He actually knows a song, and he's like, "It's not good."
That's the only ICP song I've ever listened to, and I thought it was terrible, and I thought the music video looked like it was made in fucking Microsoft Paint.
I'm gonna get flack for this, but I've listened to 3 ICP songs that
Son
I
of
can
a
actually
bitch.
that I can
Get
actually,
out.
that I can actually name.
Oh, God. No, I had hope for you.
And he has tattoos
This
on
was-
his shoulder.
He's
This
got
was-
the whole discography on his back.
yeah.
This was like long
cover.
before I even hated them. I still didn't like them.
I've always hated him.
But I started hating them once I started hating their fans, and I still hate their fans more than I hate them. But yeah.
their fans are a direct they're a mirror image of what they are.
They don't even like their fans.
Most juggalos don't like themselves, so it
They
fits.
shouldn't. They shouldn't.
How could you be a juggalo and look in the mirror?
What do we got going on in the comments? I feel like we've got a lot so far.
So Rachel, she says ketchup, uncultured swine, and we started talking shit to her. She said, "Listen, next week, unavoidable shit this week. Cameron has to come back next week so I can join."
Okay.
And then Michael Norris of the Game Addicts podcast says, "So you couldn't make it live, but you can watch it live on Facebook." I heavily translated that. You're welcome, Mike.
I still don't understand.
She says, "Precisely." Nate says, "Preach." Probably something to her about the heritage stuff.
Right.
I'm just now reading this
Travis.
stuff. Travis says, "There is nothing wrong with Faygo." Wrong. Don't blame Faygo. They are guilty by... Okay, he's right. He's kind of right there.
Did you say they're guilty by association?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, but at the same time,
They've put out no statements.
that's what I was gonna say. If
Yeah.
you're a high up board member or something for Faygo, I would assume that you would come out and disassociate yourself with the juggalos.
It's like, we do not associate with these people.
I did
What
not
if
have...
what if a high up is watching this right now and they're like they have a
Masturbating?
conference-
Hey,
they have
somebody in the comments, Mr. Podfather Nate Phillips of Journey into Comics and all the others, go ahead and find and tag the
CEO of
CEO
Fago.
or some representative of Fago and get them watching this. Work your magic, man. Work your
Because
magic.
think about it this way. If Fago was associated with Nazis, it'd be instantaneous statement, whole shebang.
Oh yeah,
Fagos are just, or not Fagos. Juggalos are just as bad.
them damn Fagos,
Heritage.
Fags.
But anyway,
Not
so
not a slur.
I hope everyone understands that whenever any of us utter heritage, we are not down with the...
clown.
Thank you. That is all. What's up, Baxter, you fat piece of shit?
My cat
Dude,
decided
he's gonna
to join
spray
us
you, dude.
and love all
He's
of
gonna
us.
mark you. You're gonna be his.
I'm already his. Are we ready to move on to another topic?
Do it.
All right. Do it.
Do it.
So,
That was really fucking good.
I do that voice all the time. I really like.
I do it too.
I really like Palpatine.
can you hit me with that again?
do it?
Awesome. That was really good.
Brew it.
Ooh.
Chew it.
Ooh.
Little mudjug.
Fucking heritage.
I know what you're talking.
Heritage.
I know what you're talking. I know what video you're quoting.
So, this past weekend we had the Super Bowl.
I didn't watch it.
I did. Unfortunately, being a Patriots fan, I'm the king of unpopular opinions. I like the Patriots. They
I respect
lost.
the Patriots.
That's the right stance to take. Fortunately, it was the Eagles. My good friend Cameron Webb may or may not be watching. Congrats to Philly. They deserve a Super Bowl win. They're long overdue. But the point of my rambling here is not the actual game itself, because we don't talk about sports on Podcastrophe.
Hold on. Travis asked if anyone's found the Michael Jackson soundboard yet.
Oh no,
We have Cameron.
we're getting to that. Okay, that was really weak. Shimona, whoo,
Billie Jean.
Okay,
Go on.
no, Travis. Soon we will have the Michael Jackson soundboard, and I kind of want to get a Bill O'Reilly soundboard.
I want to get Brandon's Alex Jones
Oh
soundboard.
hell yeah!
Oh hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah, man. But the point of my rambling here is not the game itself, but all the cool movie trailers that we got
Oh yeah.
during the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
The commercials were terrible, like they have been the last couple years. The first one I want to talk about is A Quiet Place. So we got the first teaser for A Quiet Place.
What is this? I don't even know about this.
That's the John Krasinski, where people can't talk.
Oh yes,
The sound one. I believe it's called A
I
Quiet
want to see
Place.
that so bad. Whew.
But so what we know of the movie so far is there's some apocalyptic event where creatures come, and anytime people make sound, these creatures come and murder and kill whatever is making that sound. So John Krasinski's family all communicate entirely with sound or with sign language. I watched an interview, kind of a behind the scenes of the trailer the other day, and he was talking about how his character goes out on his property with bags of sand and actually covers all of the normal routes that they walk with a path of sand. They all walk barefoot, so their footsteps don't make any sound. And for me, just as a movie fan, especially a science fiction and horror fan, that's a really cool idea, because normally movies don't go that in depth with a theme.
Oh yeah.
You know, they'll hit
He
a
directed this movie, I believe.
which you told me about and I didn't realize, which is really, really cool. You know, he's most famous for The Office.
Yeah.
And then, you know, how many John Krasinski movies can you name off the top of your head? I can't name that many.
License to Wed.
Right over the top.
That's got Robin Williams. It wasn't a good movie.
13 Hours, fantastic movie. Military movie about Benghazi.
I wanted to see that.
It's really good. Anyway, so it's nice to see him doing more, especially
outside the box.
especially outside of acting.
Yeah, too.
Yeah. So, but Emily Blunt is his co-star as the wife of the family. In the trailer, you see a lot of cool scenes with her being terrified, and you see the kids running from these creatures and trying to hide. There's a lot of cool imagery in the trailer.
Quietly run too.
Right. There's a lot of cool imagery in the trailer. At one point, the children are inside of a grain bin, corn silo for people that don't know what a grain bin is. And there's a door, like an access door, higher up on the grain silo, and the door is swinging, and the hinges are making a really loud noise. And the kids are down in it, being completely silent, but they're terrified. And then right before that scene cuts, you see the silhouette of the creature drop down and make lots of noise and like kind of growl, and then the scene cuts. So what I'm gathering from this is this could be the worst movie in the world. But everything that they're, not that I'm saying it's going to be, but everything that they're hitting in the trailer is all really, really good imagery. And, you got to think about it. This is a movie, obviously it's going to have sound. It's not Charlie Chaplin in the silent movie or the Great Train Robbery. But the characters in this movie, the whole backstory is they have to be completely silent all the time. So it's cool to see a movie rely on sound when there's supposed to be absence of sound and imagery. So
do you think there's going to be music?
No, that's a cool idea though. It could be completely devoid of soundtrack.
Yeah, devoid of background music.
Obviously, outside of like menacing, like the Michael Myers music. But yeah, I look forward to that one.
That one looked, I've been eyeing that one for a while. Next trailer.
The next one is Cloverfield.
I haven't watched that yet.
So
that's already available too.
So everyone. As soon as the Super Bowl ended, it aired on Netflix or debuted on Netflix. So the first Cloverfield movie did not get very good critic reviews. And then, like most of our society now, people jumped on it and shit on it immediately. Form your own opinion about Cloverfield. I thought it was okay. It was one of the first movies of this generation where it was the
camera
shot from the camera. So, and after Cloverfield, that picked up a lot. A lot of movies started doing it.
Chronicle.
I haven't seen the second one, 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Neither. It has nothing to do with it.
It
does.
Wait, it does?
Yes, they're all tied together.
I thought it didn't because I watched it and it has nothing. It doesn't.
Yeah, they released a statement that they are all tied together. You just have to really look for it.
Okay.
So I'm definitely going to watch 10 Cloverfield Lane before I watch this third one. I watched a spoiler-free review that hit on a lot of good points. They said the acting and the cast is phenomenal. They said the plot is, of course, convoluted and doesn't really make any sense, and it's hard to discern how it ties together with the rest of the movies. But I would imagine if you treat it as just a sci-fi movie and not a sci-fi movie in a trilogy of bad sci-fi movies, that it'll be really good. So, and it's on Netflix, so you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, it's already up. Yeah, you don't have to pay for it or nothing.
So
I was really pissed. Speaking of that, so when The Interview came out, it only played, I think, in select theaters, and then everybody was really worried about it, so all the theaters started taking it down.
Well, we were worried about getting nuked by North Korea.
And so, consequently, they're like, okay, well, we're just going to put it on YouTube Red.
Yeah.
So I purchased it.
I had no desire to watch that movie, so
I did, and then it wasn't as great as I thought it would be.
I've talked about on the podcast before how I'm not a big James DeFranco. I always say it that way. I'm not a Franco Brothers guy.
I bought it for like $10 on YouTube, and shortly after that, it was not very long after that, it was on Netflix.
Right.
I was like, of course.
Are we gonna talk about any other movie trailers? Because I have one that I've seen on like Instagram and stuff recently. I don't know if it was on Super Bowl, but it's like a movie called Annihilation or something.
Oh yeah, that looks really interesting. I haven't
Yeah.
seen an actual full trailer, but I saw whatever teasers out.
So hit us with it, Cameron, because I don't know that I've seen anything for that.
Basically,
You
what
tagged me in it the other day. I remember I was hanging out with my girlfriend, and you're like, "Oh, I was playing Monster Hunter with you, my girlfriend by my side," and you're like, "Hey, this movie with Natalie Portman."
Oh, yes, I have seen a trailer for that. That looks really, really good.
Yes.
So go ahead, Cameron.
I mean, I saw it, and it's like, it's a really cool concept. From what I got from the trailer, it looks like, I guess, like, a circle started coming out from somewhere in Africa, and it's, like, reconverting all these, like, cities or, like, human-made structures back into nature, and it's, like, mutating animals, like, into, like, some weird, like, primal forms and stuff.
What I got from it is it's kind of a serious version of the movie Evolution of the early
Okay.
2000s.
I love that movie.
So whatever phenomena is taking place in this place, I'm an idiot. Whatever phenomena is happening is, as Cameron just said, basically converting our planet's life and man-made structures into whatever else that it's doing. And Natalie Portman's character and a team of all women scientists, I assume, go into this zone to investigate and study and see what the hell is happening. The guy that plays Poe Dameron, I can't ever remember his name.
Oscar Isaac.
Okay, Oscar Isaac is in the movie as Natalie Portman's husband, I believe.
Some sick guy.
He goes into this zone, comes out, he's sick. That's the theme or the backstory that we have, that we know of, where anybody that goes in either doesn't come back, or I believe he might be the first person to go in and actually come back out.
Yeah.
But there's a scene or a small bit of dialogue in the trailer where Natalie Portman has either come out of this area or is currently in it, and she says, "I'm infected by whatever this is." So I don't know if it's going to be I'm slowly being mutated into something else, or it's slowly killing me. I don't know. Another movie, just like A Quiet Place, that has a lot of really cool imagery in the trailer.
Yeah.
I look forward to that one, especially because I really love Natalie Portman as an actress. You know, set aside the fact that she's hot, but she is a really good actress.
She is, and you know, I like her.
It's hard for her. I don't want to say she was typecast, because that's not the right way to describe it. But after the prequel trilogy of Star Wars, she hasn't done a whole lot. She's done a couple rom-coms, and, you know, not that she needs to. I appreciate when an actor does a lot of cool stuff, and then they take a break because they don't have to.
She did V for Vendetta and Black Swan, but I think other than that, I don't know.
She did No Strings Attached, I believe, with Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
But hasn't done a whole lot the last couple of years, and it's nice to see her kind of get back involved in acting.
I mean, she did all that stuff, and then she had the whole Lonely Island thing. Mm-hmm. That song.
Right.
Ridiculous.
me.
Ridiculous song.
But you have any more to add to that, Cameron?
No, not really. I don't watch very many movies besides The Room over and over.
All right.
Give us your best Tommy Wiseau impression.
Oh, hi, Mark.
It's like you were just talking
So
normally.
literally just your regular voice.
You just talk
guess.
normal.
All right.
Oh, hi, Mark.
So
Oh, hi, Mark.
that was actually a good one.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark. I'm trying to think of like a
Such
really
a funny story,
quote.
Mark. Tell me about your sex
Hi,
life.
doggy.
Hi, doggy. You're my favorite customer.
All right. Moving on from The Room, there was another movie trailer.
There was a couple movie trailers.
Well, this one I want to talk about specifically because it has an actress in it that you and I both really appreciate, in Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes.
And the reason I wanted to talk about this one before any of the other ones, She announced not long ago that she is taking a break from acting.
Yeah.
So it's kind of odd to see her release that statement and then boom, right into another movie. So this movie's called Red Sparrow. And from what I'm gathering, and I know a little bit about it, it's based on a book that was written not long ago. And before the book was even published, the author agreed or sold the movie rights and agreed to write a sequel before the book was even published. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how this book has been received. I don't know anything about the book other than the fact that it's about basically a female James Bond-esque character, kind of like Atomic Blonde.
Okay.
That was done with Charlize Theron not long ago. The trailer, lots of action, lots of risque Jennifer Lawrence scenes.
Yes, I remember seeing this now.
I'm in. That I just need Jennifer Lawrence, and I'm in.
Yeah,
she's a phenomenal
agreed.
actress. Again,
She's hilarious.
She's very, very funny.
Yeah, like I think she's like one of the funniest chicks out there. And
well, and she conveys a lot of humor without saying anything. It's just her facial expressions.
yeah, I think it's just the fact that she's just so real that makes her really funny.
Absolutely.
Because she's just being herself, honestly, which is crazy.
Silver Linings Playbook.
Oh, I fucking love that movie.
Fantastic
That movie is hilarious.
You know,
It's not supposed to be, but it is.
You've got Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence, who are both very similar people that are just being themselves on screen, which is really cool to see. So,
Speaking of the Eagles.
right. Yeah, we saw Bradley Cooper a lot during the broadcast. Big Eagles fan. I'm not going to say that I'm going to see Red Sparrow in theaters.
Yeah, I won't.
But I'm soon to obtain my movie pass.
Oh, yeah?
And if you and I are bored on a Saturday, we might go see Red Sparrow in theaters. So
Okay.
we'll leave that one up to fate and see what happens there. But that genre is kind of tough because, you know, you have James Bond, you have your Jack Reachers, your Matt Ryans, all great movies, or no, I don't want to say all great movies, but great franchises built off of book series that are all super successful. And then, again, equality is something that we all should have, but we're in the time now where we're not going to get James Bonds all the time. Now we're getting the female versions of James Bonds to compensate for the lack of that over the last 40 years. So I don't have high hopes for it, but again, it's Jennifer Lawrence. So how are you going to complain?
Well, yeah, you really can't unless you don't like her.
Well, and you know what I just said, there was a trailer for a new Mission Impossible movie. How much longer is Tom Cruise going to do Mission Impossible movies? I was ready to be done with Mission Impossible after the second one. I have seen no other Mission Impossible after the second one. I don't need to see them.
There's, I think, been 4
Yeah,
since then.
Maybe.
I don't know.
This one's called Mission Impossible Fallout.
Of course.
So.
All right. So, there's still a couple trailers left, and we'll get to those because those are the big ones.
Especially because one of them dropped today.
Oh, yeah. We'll get to that.
I'll save that one for last.
Those are big ones, but before we do that, we're going to kind of take a short break from our own talking. And so this past Sunday, my good friend Ryan Strain, his band Recode the Subliminal, dropped a new single. And what's cool about this is, besides the fact that it's a really good song, it's from my buddy Ryan, and it's new. The cool thing is, so a while back, I think either the band page or him himself posted something saying, "Hey, we're looking for a female vocalist." And of course, I had to suggest the only female vocalist around here that I know, and that's Katie Thompson of Chiasma. And so I just tagged her in it and let it go. Shortly after, it was actually announced that this was going to be the next single, and it said featuring Katie Thompson. I'm like, holy shit,
That's cool. That's really cool.
I'm so glad I could set that up, because Ryan, he lives in, like, Oregon, I think.
The Pacific Northwest.
The Pacific Northwest, that area. Pretty sure it's Oregon. And then the rest of the band's in Eastern Europe.
That's cool.
So, like, very widespread band, internet band, and then now we have someone that gets to be part of it from the Midwest, and that's awesome. Oh, he lives in Washington. I was close.
Thanks, Ryan, for participating.
But
real quick, our good friend Joe Grimes
Yes.
has requested me do something. He says, Tyler, my brother, can I get a hell yeah? Yes, Joe, you can get a hell yeah. Hell yeah.
oh hell yeah, man!
Hell yeah, man.
All right, guys, this is In a Different Light featuring Katie Thompson by Recode the Subliminal. This is taken off their YouTube page.
Do you want commentary or just want to listen
Yeah,
to
we
it?
can commentary.
I like the synth right out of the gate.
Yeah, I love that the artwork's really cool too. I love this riff. I fucking love this riff.
I do too.
This is easily gonna be one of my favorite songs on this track.
Well,
on this album.
it pairs really well with the synth. It's not too much actual music, too much electronic. It pairs really well together.
Fuck you, Joe.
Ryan says song sucks already.
Ryan has a really awesome range. When this album drops, I'm gonna give it to you, and we're gonna do a full review of it.
Okay, I'm
'cause
cool with that.
I think you'd really like it.
I like it so far. All right. Go to the bathroom. Alcohol. Oh, okay. Trash. It's over there.
Whoa, there. Whoa.
I thought you were gonna have me kiss you.
For some reason, I thought this was gonna be a lyric video. That's why I had the video.
I like the video.
Yeah, it's a really cool animations and all that. Learn how to do that.
Learn how to do that? Well, I need a computer first. I've been without a computer since 2009.
Damn. Really cool solo. I love the back and forth
I
between
do
them
too.
in this part.
Well, you and I have talked about how much I love female vocalists
Yeah.
in this type of music.
Uh-huh.
From Katie, I get a lot of the Amanda Seyfried, or hold on, I'm not saying the right name.
All right, that was In a Different Light by Rico the Subliminal featuring Katie Thompson. Go check out Rico the Subliminal and be sure to check out their new album, Disconnected. I think it's out. Yeah, it says available everywhere March 1st. So yeah, go give them a like and all that shit.
I look forward to reviewing this because I'm already very interested. From Katie, I get a lot of Alina Sigmund vibe.
Sigmund.
So I don't know if you know or not, a lot of the Easter egg songs from the Call of Duty Black Ops games.
Never played any of them.
Well, I didn't expect you to, but if you did certain things in the game or in the zombie mode, you could initiate songs to play.
Okay.
And Alina Sigmund did all of the songs. One of them's called Abracadaver. Ooh. It's a good song. I'll have you listen to it later.
Okay.
But very, very similar sound. I'm hooked already.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, Katie's an awesome vocalist. She's like I said, she's from indie band Chiasma, and they've played here multiple times. She's come to multiple Doom Room shows and hung out. She's
cool.
Always down.
Like
always
you said,
cool.
one of my favorite parts from the song is the back and forth.
Yeah.
A lot of people try that and they don't nail it because it's too much of one and not the other. That was perfect.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
I've been friends with Ryan, or at least internet acquaintances with Ryan for at least 8 years now.
That's cool.
It started out as like a real a kind of a vocalist rivalry, because he was like one of the only people I knew that actually knew my, at the time, favorite band, Across the Sun.
Okay.
I found him because he did a vocal cover of one of their songs, and I remember listening to it and I'm like, he's good, but I could do better. And I never got around to it until like way later.
So it started as a personal challenge.
Oh
basically.
yeah, definitely. I was like, oh come on, man, like that's really good, but you didn't really sound like the song. Like I could sound exactly like this guy. I can. But so like later on, then he mostly did vocal covers at first, and then I just started following him around, commenting on his stuff all the time. Then we just added each other on Facebook, and then he started releasing like original music with his band Sea of Trees.
Okay.
And that's some awesome shit too. I'm still waiting on a new album from them. If you're still listening, Ryan. But he explained that in his recent video on YouTube, like why that's kind of gone
on hiatus.
But no, so Rico the Subliminal, I think they're coming up on 2 years since their last album.
Okay.
And when I was writing for the magazine, the online magazine Drunk Octopus, I did a review on their first album, and one of the things I said was that every song, like despite it all being metal, very heavy metal, there's something there for anyone.
Okay.
Like no matter what style of heavy music you're into, there's something there for you. And I think that's going to reign true for this album as well.
I look forward to listening to it.
Ryan, he's got a wide range with his voice. Like I think there's a couple times I've even asked him, like, all right, is there a guest vocalist on this? He's like, no, that's all me. I'm like, really? Because I've never heard you do that before. And he's one of those vocalists that's always pushing the limits of his voice, always trying to find something new to do with his voice. Lately, all of his vocal covers, they've been like power metal songs or opera or pop songs.
Okay.
Like he's done some Elvis, he's done some Camelot, he's done Firewind, I think.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man.
And he's done all kinds of stuff. He's got such a huge range with his voice. And he started out doing like Lamb of God and Black Dahlia Murder covers.
Okay.
Like super generic for vocal covers on YouTube, but now he's branching out, and he's been branching out for a while, but I think it's great. He's hopefully going to go on to do some pretty fucking awesome things in the future.
Well, I look forward to
I do too.
Being along for the ride.
But,
so quick update. I have finished the can of cookies and cream nugs.
Am I a designated driver?
No. Big
We're
fan.
gonna die.
Big fan all the way through.
Sweet. Awesome. I'm glad you like it.
My opinion of it did not change from first taste to final gulp. Big fan.
See, I was thinking about that a little bit ago because I started noticing it, and I'm like, then I realized it was a familiar feeling. Stouts and milk stouts just do not sit in my stomach.
Is it the lactose?
It might be, and I'm not lactose intolerant or anything.
Well, with a lot of things that have lactose added to them, you know, your body is used to ingesting cheese and milk and things that naturally contain lactose. With additional lactose as an ingredient, it kind of fucks with your brain.
Okay.
And, when you eat milk, especially, milk is very acidic.
Well, those types of things, they don't digest fast at all.
Right.
So that's what I'm getting at, is it's sitting there.
Well, when that lactose is in your mouth, it's telling your brain to prep your digestive system for milk or cheese or something like that. So it produces more or less acid in your stomach to be prepared for what's getting ready to hit it. And then when all that hits your gut, it's not in the environment that it should be to actually digest it. So it kind of throws your gut out of whack.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Little science for you there.
Science. Fuck yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
So, do we want to go right back into a couple movie stuff, or do you have something else kind of as the interlude before we get to the big stuff?
I remember you saying you were going to do something to Cameron.
This has kind of been a thing that I've been building up to all week, and I feel that it's necessary for it to happen. So, if you're ready, it's not going to be as over the top as I originally planned, because I don't have holy water or a cross to burn him on. But I feel it's time. Are you ready, Cameron?
I feel like Infinity War would be a lot better movie if it's just 3 hours of Stanley sitting on a chair slowly dying.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, he's definitely ready.
Yeah, he's ready.
Here we go, folks. Hold your mic like this.
What if I exercise and fucking toss it?
Then I'll kill you. By the power invested in me by Bitcoin and TD Ameritrade, I cast you out, demon! I cast you out! The power of Christ compels you! I say, with all the power that was given to me, can I get a ye? Yay! You have been cleansed.
That gurgling sound, it kind of reminded me of that one song. I don't remember what it's called, but there's a part in the song where the guy just goes, you know what I'm talking about?
Are you talking about Down with the Sickness?
Maybe.
Is it a Disturbed song?
I think that might be
That's
it.
Down with Sickness.
There's like a part where he just goes, or something like that.
Gollum actually
I wish I
provided
could
guest
scream
vocals.
right now. I've been working. I've been like kind of trying to get my voice back to where it was. My singing's probably about at a 70% of what it was, and
Okay.
then my screams are about 30%. Not fun. Ryan, he says, "Thanks for the kind words. Let me know when you want me on officially. Later, bro."
Hell yeah, man.
Oh hell yeah, man. Yeah, like I can't wait to have Ryan on. I just got to figure out all this Skype shit.
Well, I just want to say a lot of times we as people give, especially in like shit like this we're trying to do, we extend a lot of pleasantries. We're trying to market ourselves. He's trying to market himself and his band. So we kind of symbiote ourselves.
Yeah. And like part of the reason I enjoy doing this, and part of the reason I actually wanted to do this, was so I could have people on and let them promote their thing and get the word out about their stuff.
Well, there's so many
Or I
cool
could spread
people
it
that we
myself.
know that all have great shit going on. And what I was getting to, the point that I was getting to was, we're not on here promoting ShamWows and OxyClean.
No.
You guys listen to it. You either like it or you don't. We really liked that song. Blaine really likes their music, and I'm now really excited to get into their music and listen to more. So it's really genuine. So the kind words weren't fabricated or sugar-coated. We really meant what we said. And that's kind of the grounds of our podcast.
Going back to that album though, it's a concept album. Have you played the game Deus Ex?
No, but I did just download it.
Okay, cool. I guess the game is or the album is a concept album based off of that game series.
Ah, that's really cool.
And it like the disc. I love the album artwork. Let me see if I can pull that up.
Yeah,
real
see if you
quick.
can pull that up.
It looked like a little robot boy holding hands with a little human boy.
The album art's really cool because hold on. Let me pull it up for our live people.
What if like a bunch of porn just popped up? Whoa! I didn't
okay,
want
so
you guys to
if
see
you look
that.
at it, okay, so the background, the colors are really cool because you got red and blue. You got that dichotomy right there. Then you got like a blurred cityscape and rain in the background. Some water drops on the camera or window. And then you have two hands holding each other. They're two hands being held. One of them is robotic and the other is human with like some bandages on, and I see there's like a wound. And
Looks like some barbed wire.
they're holding hands, but like I love the imagery here. I absolutely love this imagery.
Well, it's very police-esque in the background
Yeah.
with the red and blue lights. And then, you've got the barbed wire kind of draped around both of their arms. So are they reaching through kind of like a police barricade? Is this a riot situation type of thing, civil unrest? It's very cool imagery, definitely.
It is. I like that a lot. Yeah.
Or are they just some bros fucking slapping some skin?
They could be. Some skin and some metal.
Yep. Anyway. Back to what we were talking about.
Well, we weren't really talking about anything. We were
weren't-
talking
oh,
about
yeah, we were talking
Recode
about
the
promoting.
Subliminal and Andy and how genuinely we like their stuff.
Yeah.
I love it when
Go
I
check their stuff out.
I love it. I love it when I say something like really deep and complex, and then you just sit there the whole time, and I'm like, okay,
What's he thinking?
he's building up for something grand right now to
And then I
to kind
completely
of
let you
crescendo
down.
over top of what I just said, and then you just hit me with a yes or a yep.
Okay, unrelated. This nice person sent me a friend request earlier, and I added them, and they immediately hit me with the hardball. They're like, come watch my sexy big ass videos on this random website that will give your phone a virus.
You should get your phone a virus.
No, I've
You're mature enough to know now that there's not hot, sexy. I fucked it up.
Am I rubbing off on you?
There's not hot, sexy singles looking for you nearby.
Dude, that fucking 800-year-old woman was looking really fine
Oh God,
on that ad.
you've been around Joe too much.
No, but funny enough, basically when I decommissioned my computer, when I realized it was getting too old to like really run games well, because like I used to run really beautiful games on it, like Guild Wars and shit. And now it runs at like fucking 10 frames and shit, so I just converted it to I call it the porn top now.
I haven't had a computer since 2009, so
Are you GB? German Baptist?
I'm actually Mormon.
Since
We have an
okay,
announcement.
so-
We have an announcement on Podcastrophe.
yeah.
Blaine, Cameron, and two of our coworkers and I are all running away to Utah to become Mormons and live in a commune.
Yes.
I was not told about this.
You're going.
Yeah.
You're a house slave.
Yep.
Don't rub your beard on the pop filter. God damn it, Cameron. I will spray you with a squirt bottle.
No one said not to.
Oh my God.
We shouldn't have to, damn it.
I don't know. I just have the shitty fucking Dollar General headsets.
Dollar General.
They have them. No, it's really fun because you can fucking put that little mic in your mouth and you be like,
Oh.
no, my friend will be like, oh, Cameron, where the fuck are you? I'm like, I'm right over here. Because it's literally in my mouth.
Bitcoin.
You just sounded retarded. Bitcoin. Have you ever seen the Inaimi Numai Kandai rat video?
No.
No.
What?
There's this weird video on YouTube where this guy like pronounces words really weird and he's like dissecting a gummy rat.
Okay.
Are we able to pull that up, or is there like
I don't know
copyright
that I
issues?
want to.
What? Okay, so what am I looking up?
Look up gummy rat video. I think that's... Sorry, I accidentally pulled the mic away from my face. Like
Gummy rat?
Yeah, gummy rat video. It's really weird and unsettling.
Is this it,
This?
Cameron?
This right here?
Jelly
Gummy
Belly
pet-
Pet Rat Gummy Candy?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, it is.
I just want to go ahead and...
This is really cute. Have a G-line B-line. Pete rat gumai candle. G-line B-line. Pete rat gumai candle. Like it open so he can breathe. Pete rat.
Mother of God! Please make it stop!
Oh my God! We're only 30 seconds in and it's a 2.5 minute video.
We could easily stop at any time.
I don't know if I want to.
This guy's a sick bastard. He even has gloves on. Very good boy.
Oh God, what is he doing to it?
Oh my funky.
My rat has a strong beauty cord. A strong beauty cord.
Please make it stop!
I used to have nice beauty cord.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he starts fucking shredding that shit.
There's only a minute left. Let's keep watching.
Beauty cord.
Snipe it off.
Cutie. Oh, you guys are
Ah, it's cutting his eyes off.
cute.
No!
Your eye. Pete Rat has a brain. I want
This is one sadistic fuck.
Why?
Put him open. I think I found his brain. I found his brain. I cannot tell you. I died. Stuck inside it. Bam, 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 bam.
What the shit is this?
Oh no, he's tearing me apart!
This is the very tip of the iceberg. I have seen some very, very unsettling... I can show you guys some dark shit on YouTube that would make you wake up in a cold sweat in the middle of the night.
Yucky. Yucky, you.
I'm sorry I made you guys watch that.
Oh my
Mother of God!
Would you care if I
Wow.
showed him the Eye of the Spider video?
Yes, I would care.
Eye of the Spider, what?
You don't want to see it, Blaine. It's a
Okay.
it's a Minecraft parody.
There's another one. It's called. There's more videos from
Yeah.
this guy
Don't...
melting a chocolate Easter bunny by singing.
There's a really, really weird section of YouTube where people do, like, weird, like, fucking Kinder Surprise egg unboxings for, like, kids, and there's, like, people that make really weird, like, kid-directed videos, and they're, like, animated so weird and so unsettling. Like, they'll have singing, and there's, like, one where, like...
Is this like creepypasta stuff?
It's almost creepypasta stuff. Like, there's, like, some hardcore conspiracies. Like, there's this one channel that makes these fucking... It's called, like, Finger Family music video or something. And the amount... Just the really random videos they make and the amount of videos they make, I think it might be, like, a secret AI made by Google that's hidden on the moon and will... and is just programmed to make fucking Finger Family videos. If you type in Donald Trump versus Gorilla Finger Family, I guarantee you could probably find it. Or just type in something random. Just type in something random followed by Finger Family, and it probably has made it. There's also so he can breathe.
Good God!
I don't know how I can go on with my life after
But no, that's
You think I
literally
wanted to die before?
that's here's some apple seeds. No, that's literally the tip of the iceberg. There is some weird like I feel like stuff that's made on a deep web that leaked onto YouTube, and it makes me. I've actually had nightmares from some of the stuff I've seen on YouTube.
All right,
Because
what a beta.
yeah, I know I'm a weak. My family abandoned me and I was raised by wolves. And the wolves thought I was too weak, so they abandoned me. So I was raised by horses instead.
And they abandoned you, so you were raised by frogs.
No, I was raised by Subaru. Yeah.
So basically, you were raised by me.
Heritage.
Hell yeah, man. I've told you a lot here lately, especially this week, that you spent too much time around me. Because normally you're pretty upbeat and positive about a lot of stuff. And you're hitting me with a lot of ultra negative, dark vibes here lately.
Actually, funny enough, ironically, I was like, I'm very
gay.
Yes. No, I'm a lot like you before, like,
You met me.
yeah, basically, like, I was like kind of like dark mindset and shit, like really toxic personality, but I was still like a jokingly good person.
Like me.
Yeah, but like
Then you bought Bitcoin.
I was still I invested in Sweatcoin and I just fucking tossed my phone onto a treadmill.
I'm vegan.
I'm gonna get vegan tattooed onto my eyeball.
Hell yeah.
But
Hell yeah, man.
I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, okay. I was a pretty negative person, but like I didn't really show my negativity at work because I didn't want to set off a bad first impression.
You didn't want a chain reaction of negativity.
You were very quiet at first.
I thought you. I'll tell you right now. I thought you were mentally handicapped.
Okay. The only people I talked to was literally German and Eddie because like they're the only people I talked to at first, and Joe.
Is it because they were brown and you were afraid
you didn't
of
talk
them?
to Joe. Joe talked to you.
That's
Okay.
true. That's very true. It always.
I remember
happens.
when you first started. I was like, because I at that time, at that moment in time, I was constantly being moved around, subbing on other teams, and so I would hear all these stories about Richard making fun of Cameron
because of your Velcro shoes.
Mostly from Richard.
Right.
He'd be like, "Yeah, fucking Velcro over here." What did he call you?
Macklemore.
Macklemore. Fucking Macklemore. He says Macklemore.
That's how you're supposed to say it, not
Is it?
Macklemore.
Oh,
We could pull up that Minecraft thrift shop parody.
No.
I'm good. I'll pass on that.
I think there's more Minecraft parodies than actual songs at this point.
All right, I feel you.
But no, like I'm not. It's weird because like this is basically like my first job. Like I worked at a pizza place for like a few months.
You basically owned that pizza place.
I worked there by myself.
Exactly.
Mostly. Basically, like I just got out of high school and I was like senior. Like I knew everyone. Everyone looked up to me.
Put your hand out. That was me slapping his hand.
I feel like people did actually look up to me because, like, I could have graduated early. Well, I could have graduated on time. Technically, like, I switched schools when I was a little kid, and it caused me to get held back because they didn't teach me to write stuff to continue on to first grade. So
Okay.
I would basically repeated kindergarten.
Okay.
But I ended up, like, taking classes, and I was able to, I realized that if I took, I think English online, if I just took that online over the summer, I could have easily just not went my senior year.
Okay.
And I decided to, you know what, I'll just go to school because I don't feel like wasting my time with summer school. And I took 6 art classes. And then, that's a lie. I took 5 art classes, a study hall, and an English class.
Okay.
And, I also took an econ class, but that was only for, like, the first, like,
Semester.
yeah.
Okay.
So, I would be in the art room all day, and I would talk to people. I'd help them do their art because I really like art and stuff.
You're actually gonna paint a canvas for me here soon.
Mm-hmm. If you actually reminded me, I could have even brought like paint, and I could have even started it in here.
You could have done some happy trees.
Yeah, happy little trees.
I appreciated the image that you painted on a car for me today, with the tree and the bird.
Oh, actually, yeah, I forgot about that. That wasn't even for you. Like, Spring was just bored, like, tapping the thing with her brush, and I was like, look at this. And I took my squeegee and I just went,
I don't like her.
You don't like
You've
spring?
told me.
No, hell no.
I like spring.
I don't. She doesn't do her job.
What do you mean she doesn't do her job?
She leaves cars in the station unfinished
Oh.
and doesn't do her quality checks and complains about being at work all day and has a goon squad with Doris and Tiffany. So,
Interesting.
It's kind of funny, that whole the Doris Tiffany thing, because Tiffany talks shit behind Doris's back 24/7.
but Tiffany is Doris's beta.
Yeah. Which is hilarious because we used to call Doris Tiffany's mom.
And Spring is the mastermind of the whole thing behind the scenes.
Yeah, she's the only intelligent one there.
Yes.
She's the Russian hacker
Yes. So,
pulling strings.
I have another little rant that I want to go on real quick.
Rant away.
So, here recently, in the media, in our personal lives, everything, people have kind of been trying to shit on Podcastrophe, and you might remember the Facebook type deal that I was talking about, or that we were involved in. You so more than me, but it kind of got under my skin, and it's bothered me here lately. It's very difficult to get under my skin and aggravate me enough that...
Is this what I think it is?
I think
Where
so.
I took the screenshot and sent it to the group chat?
Yes.
Okay.
So, we as Podcastrophe are trying to branch out and, just do some stuff that we enjoy. We're playing Monster Hunter together. We're trying to Twitch stream, and, we're trying to give everybody good content, and this is total grassroots stuff. We're not doing this for money.
No, we're doing
We
it just
don't
'cause
get
we
paid to
enjoy
do
it.
this shit. This is hours of our day that we're taking time away from our families and just doing cool stuff that we like to do. And when people say, well, this is just a fad and, they're just trying to get rich and blah, blah, blah,
They
blah,
sold
blah.
out.
I don't appreciate that, and this isn't a personal attack to that person if they're
No.
watching. This is just overall where we're at in society. Anytime somebody tries to do something that they enjoy and do a good job and try and be successful, we shit on it as a people, and I just don't understand why. I haven't been at Subaru very long, and I haven't known you very long. I consider you one of my best friends because we clicked almost immediately.
Once you thought I was a douchebag at first.
At first, I thought you were a douchebag because you wouldn't speak to me, and you were very pretentious in the way that you did speak. But once we started to open up to each other, a very awesome friendship has blossomed from this. I mean, I'm your fucking co-host on
Yeah.
a podcast.
And I think like 10 episodes before you actually became my co-host, I was telling Brandon, I was like, I'm pretty sure Tyler's going to become my co-host. Like
I may
I'm
have heard
eyeing
you say
him.
that one time, and it made me feel really good about myself
I'm glad.
for once. But no, I mean, I don't understand why we shit on everything that has a chance to be good. I mean, when new actors come into the fray, we shit on them immediately.
Oh yeah.
We've done it with the guy that's playing Han Solo.
Oh yeah, we've definitely
From
talked a
the
lot of shit.
get-go.
But we haven't even seen him act.
We haven't
so-
seen him act, and we only have basically the media to go off of on why we've been shitting with him. I'll tell you right now, we're going to talk about the Solo trailer here in a little bit. I'm super excited to see this movie.
Yeah.
So I just, I don't understand why we have to shit on anything that could be good for no reason. If you don't like to listen to our podcast, if you don't like to watch our live stream on Facebook or watch us Twitch stream on Twitch, don't watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand why you have to take time out of your day to shit on something for no reason. Use that time to do something constructive. You might find something that you like to do.
Yeah, I want to also say that this person wasn't specifically shitting on us.
And-
I haven't actually seen anybody specifically shit on us.
And
I don't know why you would.
that's why I'm right,
But-
but that's why I'm bringing it up. It's just the overall concept of shitting on something for no reason.
Let me find what this person said, and I'll also respect it and not be like, oh, where is it?
Be like, we will not name this person, and then puts like their profile up to the camera.
This person says, everyone was trying to be a YouTuber, myself included. Then everyone wanted to be a Twitch streamer. Guilty again. Now it's podcast. Not gonna lie, I have been contemplating the idea myself, but I think I'm gonna not attempt it. I should focus all my extra time on whatever. But if anybody wants a guest discussion, film, TV, game, he says he shits all over podcast. I guess he didn't shit all over, but he's like, yeah, it's just a fad. And then he's like, but if you want me on your show, I'll be on it.
Well, and again, I'm not personally attacking this person. I have no malice or ill intent towards this person. It's just the idea that just because we're doing this doesn't mean it's a fad. We're doing this because we like to, and we want to give cool content.
I know.
People.
I know this post was made in direct reply to our Monster Hunter talk on Game Addicts that we posted, because I saw him join the live feed.
Right.
And I commented on this status. I said, "Hope you enjoyed the show earlier."
But again, I just want to reiterate the fact that I'm not personally attacking this person. No ill intent whatsoever. It's not. I'm not ranting because of what you said. I'm ranting just because of the overall idea that we as a society are just so overcritical and
of things we don't understand.
And things that we haven't given a chance.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
And
again,
we're all guilty of it.
Absolutely. I'm not saying that we're not, but I just, for us, we need to progress as a species. I've said before, we need to have a major extinction event because we suck.
Yellowstone National Park. That's gonna definitely probably blow up in our lifetime.
But that'll only reach up to Illinois, so we're good.
The ash will totally block out the sun.
And then we'll all die.
Not over here. It won't.
Nuclear winter. The whole world.
Heritage.
We will all die.
But, no, I just... Find stuff you like and do what you want to do with your time. We all have a finite amount of time on this earth. Impact it the way that you want to impact it. Otherwise, leave everyone else the fuck alone.
Right. I agree. Yeah, and as far as podcasting being a fad or whatever, I didn't see it as a fad.
I didn't either.
I don't see everybody in our town trying to do it. I see our group of friends trying to do it.
Right.
Which
not only are we doing it, but we're badassly doing it.
Oh yes, definitely, certainly. No, I started podcasting because I like to talk about shit.
Absolutely.
I like to talk about shit. I like to talk about movies. I like to talk about games and music and just life in general.
All with a taste of metal.
All with a taste of metal.
I like to do cool shit with cool people like Cameron.
Yes, I like, and the why I started the show is because I wanted to be able to talk about some of the non-nerdy things that I couldn't talk about on Journey into Comics whenever I would guest on there.
Right.
I started the show because I have a ton of awesome friends, and that some of which are connected to each other, and others of which have only heard me tell stories of the others. So, I want people to actually meet these people.
Right.
At least in audio form or live stream form.
And I think we talked about that a little bit on my debut episode.
Yeah.
About getting groups of friends to then become one large amalgamation of friends. Yeah. And that's really cool.
An orgy of friendship.
Good God, Cameron.
Can you imagine just fucking Joe being tossed in that terrible Twister game?
He's watching.
He was.
Joe, I love you.
I doubt he still is.
I don't care.
He doesn't last very long in these.
He goes in spurts.
What?
But no, I didn't want to get all negative. It wasn't a negative rant. It was just, do what you like to do, people, and like I said, leave fucking everybody else alone. Study net neutrality.
Public service announcement. Leave everybody the fuck alone. Let them do what they love. If someone is passionate about something, don't shit all over it, because that's something that brings them joy and happiness.
That's right.
There's no reason.
We do this because we like doing it. Not because
Exactly.
not because we have to do it.
Exactly.
2018.
If you want to be a mumble rapper, I'm sorry, but all right.
What about the Sudanese rappers?
If you want to be a Sudanese rapper, if you are already Sudanese and you want to be a rapper, I can't be a Sudanese rapper.
Yeah, you can.
Do you like Minecraft and like making covers of songs?
Maybe.
Oh, there's a whole side of YouTube just for you.
Ain't no creepers when I'm gone.
Wait, what? There was probably the funniest one I ever won was like David Bowie's Ground Control. It's like
This is Major Tom.
yeah,
to
it's like ground control to Major Steve. Grab your iron pick and your diamond helmet.
Wow.
Has anyone ever told you that you're the songbird of your generation?
Yeah.
You sound like a combination of Jesus and Fergie, and I'm hard right now.
Fergalicious.
I might be working on my fitness here in a little bit.
I could sing really good Hall & Oates.
Please don't.
So Cameron, part of the reason I wanted you on the show is just because some of the shit, I mean, like, and you've been talked about on Journey into Comics. I don't know if you know this or not, but Brandon and Nate.
Am I in a comic?
No, but Brandon and Nate have talked about you. Like Nate's heard about you, and then Brandon just mentioned you, and just like he's like, we've got to get him on a show. So I was the first. I got you on a show.
Wait a minute. Is Cameron soon to be the new podcast whore?
No, I mean maybe if he wants to be.
Dude, okay,
There's
earlier
always room.
at work, like we brought up like a hardcore bukkake video was like 300. Well, I didn't
50
actually,
guy cream pie.
No, it was like 300, and they literally just had a funnel in her, and they're
Oh,
like
good
making
God.
a circle. In the very end, this big fat Chinese guy fucking picks her up over her shoulder, holds her up like this, and dumps her out, and it's just like. It was terrifying. Also, the video was like 3 hours long. I literally only watched the first minute, and I like skipped to the very end to him just going. It was like the shit was like running down his back, and then for some reason all of these photographers are there, and they're just taking photos of this like puddle of semen. Like it was, that was terrible.
Did it break you into a sweat?
No.
Because you were afraid for your life?
No, I've seen very vile videos, and
Alright.
I don't even have a gag reflex anymore.
Because of the videos or because of fellatio?
Well, yeah,
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
This or that. Yes.
maybe.
All of it.
Trying to think of something else. There's just so many vile shit I've seen on the internet, like stuff that I've just been like, I'll go up to my friends and be like, hey, look at this, and they'll fucking just throw up, and I'll be laughing about it.
Have you ever seen the BME Pan Olympics?
That's fake.
Is it?
Yeah, they
I
have they have like rubber fucking dick and balls that they made in molds. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. Now, if you want to see a guy getting his entire body destroyed by a hydraulic press, we could pull that up.
Please don't.
I'm kidding. Don't pull it up.
I actually did. So back in the day, about 8 years ago now, I moved in with my friend Justin, and we were trying to. I'm gonna ignore that. I don't want to disrespect him with the Beeb's name. But we tried to start a YouTube channel based off of our roommate ship. And we were called the Boys from 816. Our apartment number was 816.
Okay.
So we were the boys from 816. And
Boys, I assume BOIS.
No, just boys.
Damn it.
Yeah, that wasn't a thing yet. Quit stroking your mic stand.
Stroke it.
Stroke it.
Stroke it.
But we were trying to base our
Don't flick it.
our characters off of, like, he was like a super meathead tool guy, and I was like this super like brutal like death metal
douchebag
guy. And so like our very first video was like us reacting to the BME Pain Olympics. We didn't watch it, but it was just supposed to be because I had seen it and I found it absolutely revolting, and he hadn't seen it, but so we just basically found it, pressed play and minimized it so the music was still playing, and it was just our faces reacting to it.
Okay.
And I'm just like, just straight face the whole time, just watching it, and he's just like in awe and shock and
Mother of God.
scared. I could actually pull it up.
Please don't.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Oh God.
We're gonna watch it.
You'll be fine, Tyler. I'll give you my strengths.
Are you pulling up your video? Or
Look at that
BME
giant
Pain
ass
Olympics?
fucking Rubik's Cube, dude. Look, it's even the guy from SpongeBob with the big old lips.
Oh my God, this is gonna be hard to find actually.
The Pain Olympics? I don't think that's on YouTube.
No, he's trying to find his video.
Oh. For a second, I was like, why is he... I mean, I don't mind if he's going to pull up Pain Olympics on a podcast.
Oh my God, I type in brutal reaction and I get a bunch of other things. Fuck.
Do you guys
Okay.
want to see a video of me getting pepper sprayed?
No.
Oh.
Nope.
Wait, you've been pepper sprayed?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
I wanted to kill my friends.
Why were okay? Give us a little backstory. Why were you pepper sprayed? Did you
Um,
ask for this,
Yeah, actually, technically.
or are you so a raper?
No, it was, we were filming a movie for school. It was, I think it was like, we were making a video, like a video movie.
I know
of,
what you did next summer.
No, it was Tale of Two Cities.
Okay.
And there was a scene where we were talking, and like the joke was like I was supposed to be talking, and then my friend Caleb would pepper spray me. Oh shit!
Keep going.
My friend Caleb would pepper spray me, and I would try to hold it, try and stay still while they're talking, and it was awful.
You can obviously move this to be more comfortable. Go on.
Yeah, that's the only time I'm probably gonna get pepper sprayed again. At some
Hopefully.
point. We're gonna try during the summer to try and make another movie. Because like when we get bored, we hang out and just make stupid movies. I want to try and make like a medieval movie where
Are you gonna LARP?
maybe.
Good friend of mine is
Found
a
it.
member of a LARPing group. He says it's really fun.
Yeah, I would unironically enjoy LARPing.
Look at how douchey Blaine was in this.
This was 8 years ago. Actually, let me check September 12th, 2010. All right, here we go.
I had
the guys-
just graduated from high school.
The other guy's like holding a wrench in his hand, and you're just screaming.
Alright, so, there's apparently this video called the BME Pain Olympics. Supposedly pretty brutal.
Why are you holding a guitar? Hey guys, I'm playing a guitar.
I'm gonna watch it with my little roommate, Justin. Hopefully we can freak him out a bit. Hopefully it's pretty brutal, too.
I like your douchey voice.
Hey, Justin. Justin.
What? Stop Trent, bro. You know what? God, I hate that fucking name, Justin. What do you want?
Whatever, man.
I was expecting someone beefier.
What's it?
He's trying to get swole.
Get my windshield.
Alright,
Get my swole on.
I got this video. Apparently everyone's
You called it. You called it.
Yeah?
so whatever with me. I figured
See, 2 girls, 1 cup. Get off to that shit.
I like this guy.
the BME Pain Olympics. Apparently it's about some guy who's like all into pain and stuff. Or maybe you'd like it because it's like,
Oh, yeah, dude. It's like when you lift in weights and you get so sore.
yeah, it's
Love
pretty
that
sweet.
shit.
Pretty sweet.
Let's play it, bro. But hurry up, though, because I got a 45-minute window after every workout for my meal, my recovery meal.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
This dude's dick's tiny. What's he doing?
He's gripping his weight.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck, bro?
It's gotta get a pump on.
Why would you make me watch this? Oh my god.
This is kind of pathetic.
This is what we did.
I see that.
We made 2 videos.
Did you guys bang?
No.
All right.
What do you think?
Currently contemplating suicide.
Definitely could have been a little more brutal. Yes.
I really like how you're twiddling around a guitar pick in your hand.
What a bitch.
Oh, dude,
It pops up with fucking some anime shit.
some hentai.
Tentacle porn.
We did another video. I won't do it.
What's the weirdest porn video you've ever masturbated to, Tyler? You go first. I'll give mine second because mine's actually really funny.
Probably tentacle porn.
Any specific?
No,
No, just
tentacle porn in general.
don't have like a favorite one bookmarked like
No.
in your computer that's hidden away for 10 years.
No.
You, Blaine?
Weirdest video I've weirdest porno I've masturbated to. Okay, so I knew porno would get brought up in
50 guy green pie?
Yes, 50 guy cream pie.
Now, was it a guy receiving it?
No, it was a
or-
chick.
Oh.
It was a chick and had 50 guys.
Inseminate her.
It starts off just her jerking guys off and shit, and they're just lined up around the corner, and slowly like
It's like Buffalo Wild Wings
like
on Tuesday.
it progresses like a typical porno, except with several men. Like it starts off
50
slow.
in total.
Yes, it starts off slow, like okay, so jerking off, getting some sucking action and all that, and then finally they start moving into the actual coitus. Along with her, like there's double penetration along
Oh,
with
DP.
I mean technically triple penetration.
God
plus,
damn it now.
Plus hands.
Woo.
It was crazy.
Whoa.
50 guy cream pie series.
Yeah,
It's
serious
crazy.
question. Is there a bubbler close?
Is there a bubbler nearby?
Shit.
Yeah.
Bubbler.
I don't know what it was, but I was into that. I was into like watching a chick get railed by 50 guys. So
Are you a cuck by chance?
I watch porn.
No.
All right, Cameron.
Oh shit! How do I say this?
Does this involve farm animals?
No, nothing like that. I'm not a sicko.
Okay.
I'm not a sick bastard calling you out, Joe Grimes.
Future roommate.
Okay. I was like 11, 12, and I had just discovered the world of porn.
Okay.
And I was like, my mom, basically I'd get home from school. My mom wouldn't get home till like 5:30. I got home at like 3 or 3:30. So I had 2 whole hours to myself. I was a fucking heathen.
You're getting excited right now, reminiscing about these days.
But yeah, like I would just be exploring like random websites. Like I've stumbled across hentai and shit and like normal porn videos and stuff. But there's one thing that I saw, and it was cool because I was still 12 and I was still like watching.
Naive.
No, I was still like it was really cool to me because like they have a porn of it and it's a show too. I saw fucking Teen Titans porn where I can't
Raven gets railed by Beast Boy.
no, actually it was Cyborg and he was fucking this pink-haired chick.
Starfire.
No, it was like a evil pink haired chick. Her name-
Okay.
I think it's Jinx.
Okay.
And yeah, he would like he would just go ape shit on her, and like she would be sucking his dick at first, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know about this." Like they had a really good voice actor because it sounded just like him.
Okay.
And eventually, like he came and she's like, "Oh, are you satisfied?" He's like, "No." So he picked her up.
He
and, like,
recharged.
he picked her up, ripped her panties off. Like this was animated so well. I was really surprised. Like I was a little kid and my brain was going 10,000 miles per hour. Basically, he started fucking her with like his weird robot penis, and right as he comes, he just goes booyah, and fucking comes all over her.
All right.
And that's not where it stops. Then she's like on the ground, like just fucking covered on cum, and he's like, "Oh, you think I'm done with you yet?" And a bunch of like little robot tentacle penises come out, and he starts like just filling every fucking hole. And I don't
Ears
even
and
know.
all?
Yeah, he's just going apeshit. He's just going booyah, booyah, and it was just a
God,
mess.
man.
It was.
I'm sure I've seen that one.
Oh shit.
And the funniest part, I was talking to my friends about like this conversation right now. I told them that, and then one of my other my close friend, he was like, "Holy shit, I've seen that too," when I was like 12. And so we now have that mind to body to porn connection.
You have a little bit of Eskimo Brother digitally.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But now every
like that.
every time I see Teen Titans, I get like porn nostalgia.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, like those were the good days. Fucking 13-year-old me looking at like Teen Titans porn.
Oh.
Other than that, I can't really think of anything that was like really funny that was also weird.
I remember one time. So like, my first semester of college. So this was fall 2009. Go ahead, Cameron.
Okay.
Go ahead. Interrupt me.
Okay, I will. There's this kid who
Jacked off a buffalo.
no, he basically what happened is he was a new kid at our school. You didn't know him really well. But he was in my science class and I was sitting, it was me, him, and then like 3 other girls at this table. And this was like 8th, 9th grade.
Okay.
Basically, like, we were just talking about random stuff, and he came out and was like, no, we were just talking about, like, me and this other girl, like, we played video games, like, we played World of Warcraft and
Okay.
stuff. We were talking about that, and he was talking about how he used to play games on the computer, but his parents took his computer away, and we were like, why? And he's like, oh, my mom and dad walked in on me, and I was looking at furry hentai games, and we were like, what? Wait, what? And he was like, yeah, I would go, I remember the website. The website was called, like, wetpussygames.com.
Very discreet.
You can't hide that from anyone.
I mean, at least Newgrounds at it.
Right.
Okay.
But, yeah, I guess his parents walked in on him jerking it to, like, some...
Beating it like it owes him money.
Yeah, he fucking beat his dick so hard it made him breakfast in the morning.
God damn.
Jesus fuck.
Scrambled egg.
Would you like to watch me spank my monkey?
But,
Butter your bread.
yeah, he just told us that, and the thing is, like, I still know him. Like, he works at Pizza King in, like, the town I grew up in, and I see him at least once a month, and I'm like...
That's all you can think about?
Yeah. And also, there was another funny instance with that same kid. Basically, our senior year, in art room, we didn't give a fuck because we only had like 10 days left. We had a projection board, right? And you could like, we had Macs and stuff, and we could connect to it and upload and like put a photo on the screen. But since we also had iPhones, me and a few friends decided, hey, let's fuck around and put weird photos up. My friend Christian, he found his photo. I don't know where the fuck he got it, but it was like a photo of of a guy fucking like a dismembered corpse or something, and for a split second he put it on the projector and took it off, and we're like, "What the fuck, Christian? Why'd you do that?" But the funny thing is, no one in the classroom saw it. The teacher, nothing, didn't see it. But that one kid, I almost said his name. I almost called him out. That one kid that I was talking about, he was the only one that saw it, and he was like, "Oh my god!" But the thing is, he's cool and didn't tell on us. So,
Do you think he went home and searched for that to use in his repertoire?
he's definitely one of those kids that's definitely into hentai. Definitely like seeing wolves fuck each other or something. But I don't think he would be. I think because like I could kind of understand like if you're like a weird furry or something, but like when it comes to like
necrophilia
and like yeah and like children and shit, that's where like or poop, those three things like is where I draw the line.
I like how you said poop.
Poop.
Get a poop mouth.
Oh man.
Poop.
So okay, so I have a
Confession.
board
Oh.
a board story along with my porn story along with a 2 girls 1 cup story.
Oh god.
So
gonna take a
first
nap.
off, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the photo board thing you're talking about. So my senior year, I was in an interactive media class. The teacher had some software on his computer that allowed him to access any of the computers in the room and just remote view them, so that way we could show our projects from our seat. And he'd post it up on a fucking whiteboard, whatever. And so, for whatever reason, okay, so my friend Ethan, him and I were working on a project together, and I just happened to leave this. I was showing him some of my animated GIFs, and one of them that I showed him, so I left it up on his screen, and he wasn't there at the desk at the time. So our teacher, Mr. Dale, I'm pretty sure he graduated with our group leader. He pulls up Ethan's fucking computer and puts it on the fucking screen, and there it is, this fucking image of some dude railing a chick from behind. There's no nudity, like you can't see a penis or any tits or anything.
It's like yeah.
But
It's classy.
But I mean, it wasn't classy whatsoever. It just so happened that particular shot you couldn't see anything. But superimposed over the guy's face was Captain Falcon.
Okay.
And it says, and it's just him going to town, and then it zooms in like on his face, and then it zooms back out, and it says Falcon Punch, and he smacks her in the back of the head.
Hell yeah.
And that's what was.
Hell yeah, man.
And then Ethan comes back at the screen, and Dale's like, "What the hell is this?"
He just accepted it.
Oh, that's just that was the class we played Halo for half the year. Halo and
Alright.
Age of Empires.
Halo Age of Empires.
And Age of Empires.
I was like, that would be a good
2.
crossover.
Age of Empires 2, the Conqueror's expansion.
Halo Wars 2. That's where it's at.
I haven't played that yet.
Don't
I
play
need
it.
to. I need to, because I love the story of Halo. Anyway, my porno story. So it was fall of 2009, later that year after the Captain Falcon incident. I had moved into my mother's because I was going to college here in town. And so I had a late night where I was just in my room. I had TV going in the background. I was playing, it was like on Cinemax or Showtime or something. And I just had it as background because I was working on a tattoo. I used to design my own tattoos. And I was working on this one right here, my Across the Sun tattoo.
Okay.
And while I was working on that, I just happened to take, like, I was so focused on it, I had no idea what was playing on the TV. So I just happened to take my eyes off of that and, like, basically give myself a brief break. I looked at the TV, and there's 2 spies, and they're in the middle of they're like spies or like CIA agents or something, and they're in the middle of an Afghanistani war zone.
Okay.
Like, fucking bombs are flying, going off. There's fucking terrorists shooting soldiers and shit. And these two agents are just fucking.
Hell yeah.
They're just, I mean, this is a softcore porno because, I mean, it's fucking Cinemax or Showtime or whatever, but, like, they were going to town, you know, like, in the middle of a war zone. I was like, fuck.
Hell yeah.
How the hell did I not know this was going on while I was working?
You were like,
this, just like, what are the odds that I would just look up and that's what I would see?
was your first reaction, oh no, they could get a dishonorable discharge.
Or a disease. And a discharge.
Wow.
A discharge disease.
A disease with a lot of discharge.
Chlamydia.
What was going to be my other story? I had a third one, didn't I?
2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Oh, 2 Girls, 1 Cup. So the first time I watched 2 Girls, 1 Cup, it was the year it was like right when that became a thing.
Right.
Whatever year that was like 07, 08.
Something like that.
I think it was 07. 06 or 07. I'm going back another year just in case. My uncle Hank, he was
Heritage.
he's in the national. He was in the National Guard, and he had been deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan a couple times.
Okay.
I think this was his. I'm pretty sure this was his Iraq tour. It was Thanksgiving Day, and I'm at my Aunt Misty's with all my family, my mom's side of the family, you know, and we're which is hilarious because my cousin Peyton, which is my Aunt Misty's oldest son, that's hilarious. He's hopefully still watching. He was pretty young at this point. This is like 13 years ago, but so I at the time, like, I wasn't much of a I'm gonna hang out with my family.
Right.
I was on the I would find a computer and I'd log on to MSN Messenger and talk to whoever.
Okay.
So Hank, he starts talking to me and and we're just chatting and I'm chatting with other people and Hank sends me a link. It's 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Okay.
I had no idea. I'm in the middle of the living room, mind you, as well. So I click it, and I start watching the video, and I'm like, oh, shit, this is fucking porno. And for whatever reason, I didn't turn it off.
You just kept going.
I just kept it going. I'm like, I wonder if they're going to notice this. Like, oh, shit. And then, like, it's just middle of fucking family Thanksgiving, and, like, I got 2 Girls, 1 Cup playing in the living room, and I'm like, oh, shit, what the fuck? Like, that's when the shit starts coming out, and I'm like, holy, what the fuck?
You're a savage.
I immediately closed. As soon as I saw the shit begin to...
So if there was no... Okay, let me ask you. If there was no shit, would you have kept playing it?
No, because it was like 2 like really flat-chested Asian chicks, and I'm not into that.
Okay. What if they were big-breasted Asian chicks?
Oh, good. I probably wouldn't have kept playing it. I probably would have like
saved the link,
made a mental note, you know.
Okay.
But nah.
No. Did you
like,
have
oh my
to?
God, this is porn. I got to get out of here before anybody sees this.
How hard was it to hide a boner in front of your family?
I was not erect, Cameron.
All right.
So we've hit the 2-hour mark, and we usually start winding down about now. Cameron, is there anything you'd like to say?
I can't really think of anything. Do you guys want to play Guess What's in the Bag?
What's in the bag?
No.
What if I just pull out a fucking head?
I would immediately call the authorities, and I probably wouldn't go to work tomorrow.
I would never invite you into my home again.
I would invite you to
You're
my
probably
home
not.
immediately.
You're probably not gonna invite me again, anyways. I'm leaving fucking apple seeds everywhere.
Is this a bag of rubber dicks?
No.
Okay.
Actually, me and Nate thought about that. I thought about stopping by Thrilla's and
Buying a bag of dicks.
No, I wanted to buy like 5 dildos and walk in like fucking Edward Dick hands, but I talked to Nate and he's like, well, dildos cost like at least like $25 each. I'm like, I'm not gonna I'll spend $125 for a joke like that.
But Cameron, it's so worth it.
Dicks.
dicks for hounds.
Actually, like, the first thing I already showed you guys was my kalimba. You can play it if you want. It's made from a coconut. That's what I was talking about at the table earlier today. It's a little fun little toy. Really good to annoy people with.
Like Joe.
Yeah. That's the only reason I got it, so I could torture my roommate.
Alright.
I have a hacky sack.
Ooh,
People
retro.
still do that?
Oh, hell yeah, they do.
Wow.
I
Like,
used to
I
be-
met people his age.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, we're fucking walking around with our longboards and our man buns, wearing our Supreme jackets.
Wait a minute. Eric had a fucking ponytail
Yeah,
today.
he had a man bun.
Oh, really?
He had like a premature man bun.
Oh, it's like the little poof ball. Like he looked like.
No, it was straight ponytail.
Oh shit.
It was like this long.
Yeah, so he looks like one of those like fucking Ronins or something.
Like a douche Ronin.
a douchey Ronin with a beard. What else? iPhone charger. I didn't actually pack shit for this. This was just shit that I have in my backpack because I wanted to bring my backpack with. Because I have a habit of bringing it with. A dye grinder.
What?
Or a dick grinder, I don't know what
Do
it
you
is.
do you need this? Because I'll take it if you don't want it.
No, I use it.
For what?
I like carving on rocks and stuff. Here's
Okay,
one.
this actually isn't a die grinder.
What is it?
This is a
Dremel?
Dremel.
Okay.
But it's clearly labeled dye grinder.
all
over this case.
My grandpa is fucking insane, and he'll just label shit random things. Like, my grandpa's also like, I think he might be a hoarder.
Is he a high functioning autistic?
No, we don't have any autistic in my family besides me.
Okay.
No, this is one of the things I carved.
Ooh, Mufasa.
Let
Yeah,
me show the camera.
that was one of the first things I carved. Actually, is from a little. It was supposed to be a bear, but it ended up looking like a lion.
I see the bear though.
Yeah,
At first, I kind of thought it was an
That's pretty
Australian Shepherd.
That's really neat.
I can see that too. But yeah, I should have made the nose more square. Yeah, I mean that's one of the things I like stone carving a lot.
That's cool.
Actually, my art teacher, he did a lot of like stuff, and that sounds stupid.
He did stuff?
He did stuff. No,
Things?
he really showed me like a lot of different mediums to work with, and that's one of the things I kind
His
of.
penis is one of them.
Yeah, like he would be like, Cameron, you get extra credit after school in the bathroom, in the janitor's closet.
Okay.
But no, you could have probably seen him on the news. You know, like the Delphi killer and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know how they made a bench in Flora?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the one that carved that.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and he had I helped carve that too. He had almost all the students help a little bit on it.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
He's painted a bunch of murals in our town, Flora. Like, I've helped a few.
For anybody that isn't local listening to this, unfortunately, last year we had 2 teenage girls abducted and murdered. Sadly, the killer is still unknown, unfound. Justice has not been served.
That'll be a year ago next week.
And then,
That the thing is that hits near and dear to me because
Delphi.
I'm from Delphi, and on top of that, Libby was my cousin.
Oh, shit.
So, I didn't know her. She's okay, kind of a cousin. I consider it a cousin. But like I said, I didn't know her. Her dad was my grandfather's son from a previous marriage.
Okay.
So I mean,
Marriage cousin.
and he's not even technically my grandpa, but he raised me. So
Okay.
it's just seeing it impact him made me hurt,
Right.
and that was just it. I mean, just seeing the community hurt.
Well,
those
it wasn't
families.
just the Delphi community. It was all of us,
Yeah,
Lafayette, Carroll County,
yeah.
all of
Just
it.
to see everybody come together like that, it was
Right.
nuts. Go on, Cameron.
Also, like on top of that, there's also those 4 girls that died in that house fire.
Yes,
and they
Florida.
that fire was definitely like arson, like that was a murder.
Right.
And it's a shame that literally went under the bridge. Like, not saying that like that's more important than the Delphi thing because both of them are tragedies, but like it's a shame that one's not even talked about now.
Right.
Like
yeah.
it's just like completely under the bridge. Unrelated. You said you're related to Libby,
Not by blood or anything.
not by blood. Okay, because like I kind of actually dated a girl that was like her cousin too
Oh, yeah.
at the time.
Okay.
And it didn't really hit her. She was like weirded out by it though, like because I guess they weren't close, but it was like one of those things where like, oh, we're like related.
Yeah. See, like it was weird. It was really rough for me and weird for me because like I'm from Delphi. I know all these people that
Right.
are hurting, and I know exactly where they were.
Right.
Like those are trails I had walked. Those are trails I had hung out on, and and it's such a shame that like something happened out there because. Like,
Well, it's
you don't
small
think-
town Delphi.
it's small
you
town,
would
you don't
never
think
think
of
of
it.
something like that
you don't
happening.
think of that shit, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
Yeah, like probably I think it was like 3 weeks before that I was on me and my friends went to Highbridge,
Yeah.
and because we would go there, we've been there like 3 or 4 times. It was a cool place to hang out. I even have my shoes in that weird shoe tree. My fake Yeezys.
Yeah, like that, and like the day that it happened, like that was a really warm day for February. It was a great day to get out and do that kind of thing, and there's theories that they were supposedly there to meet somebody or
Yeah.
whatever, but no, there's two girls.
Anytime
No,
any
that's-
tragedy like this happens, people
Oh no,
people who
that
don't
was a
have
nightmare.
people who don't have any business being involved or anything to do with it for that matter take time out of their day to be internet trolls and hamper everything else
Yeah,
that's
and
trying to happen.
there were other victims besides them in this tragedy,
Right.
And, and because we have social media and because people got on there and started with their theories and they saw,
Right.
like there was the Maxwells, they were an early suspect right out the gate there. And of course, WLFI, Journal and Courier posted their picture. Suspect's house. This is the suspect's house, and police are investigating it and all that. Now everybody knows that house, and
Yep.
everybody in town that knew that house went out there and vandalized the fuck out of them. Their name is fucking
Ruined.
trashed and ruined
Yep.
now.
See, and that's one of the things that pisses me off about, especially our newspaper and our local newscast.
We called them the Facebook police because
Yeah.
they were because they watched an episode of Criminal Minds. They all of a
Right.
sudden an expert on
But
this shit.
it just goes to show more times than not now that the media, specifically the news casts and papers, aren't giving us factual information. They just post or share or publish anything that they can to get basically rating drivers right out of the gate. And it's really sad because that was something that should not have been blown up the way that it was initially. Let the investigation take underway. Let the public know something happened. Don't fucking plaster people's house on the internet.
No, and that was very poorly handled.
Which has been the theme, especially with WL5 the last couple of years. They are doing that with everything.
Which really bums me out because my cousin Brittany is a fucking anchor on there.
Right.
Brittany Tyner, like she's really good at her job.
Yeah.
And then there's all this other shit going on, and like it bums me out when I see people trashing WLFI when knowing my cousin, who I grew up with, and she is my actual cousin. It's not like the Libby thing, but
This isn't your friend.
no, this is my actual cousin, and I grew up with her, and like had all these great memories with her, and like
Right.
it bums me out that like WLFI is doing so poorly.
Yeah.
Not only in the eyes of the public, but actually doing poorly.
Right.
In terms of what they're doing and their practices and whatnot.
I feel like we should have a couple more positive things to say before we wrap up.
Yeah, more. Okay, so we're gonna skip ahead a little bit.
Okay.
We're gonna skip a couple of the trailers that we know the other podcasts are either already talked about or are going to talk about.
Okay.
Today dropped a new Deadpool trailer,
Which,
focused.
on Cable.
Yes.
Josh Brolin playing Cable. Lots and lots of Cable, and then in typical Deadpool fashion, lots of Ryan Reynolds humor.
Lots of Ryan Reynolds' fourth wall breaking.
Hell yeah.
Like I love the very end of the trailer.
Oh, it's great.
Where he's just like, now that's just poor writing. He looks directly at the camera.
At first, I was not excited. I really like Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
Josh Brolin is not the person that I would have cast for Cable.
Since they announced that they were doing Cable for the next movie, Joe and I, we've gone back and forth on who it should be, and one of the early front runners for it was Ron Perlman. I still say to this day he would have been a fantastic Cable.
I agree. I would have liked to see Ron Perlman as it. The guy that played the antagonist in
Avatar?
Avatar,
Yeah,
and
he would have been good.
the kind of commander in Terra Nova was the guy that I would have picked. I'm really bad with actors' names that aren't super huge.
I don't know that guy either.
But
I don't know that guy's name.
you look at Cable in a lot of the comics, he's got white hair, he's a little bit of an older guy.
Yeah.
That guy was fucking Cable to me. He would have fit perfect. After watching this trailer, it focuses primarily on Cable and how much of a badass Cable is.
Yeah.
It's
It's like littered with like little bits of Domino. Which
yeah, you don't see a lot. You have to look for it.
Yeah, and you have to know who Domino is,
Right.
and you have to know that Domino is actually in this movie. Otherwise, you're just gonna be like, you're not even gonna notice it. You're not even gonna be like, who's that? You're just not even gonna notice it.
Did you see Colossus in the trailer? Because I don't think I did.
I don't think I did. I was surprised to see what's his name, the taxi driver.
I can't ever. There's no way I'm gonna remember his name. You said it.
I
when
said
we watched
it. That while we were watching it, I literally said it, but now I'm drawing a blank. But we see him. We see Mama. What's her name? Mama June? No, it's not Mama June.
It's not Honey Boo Boo.
It's the fucking chick.
The blind chick.
Yeah, the blind chick. Still, either way, we see her. We see Supersonic Negateam. Super Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Yes.
That's the name. But
How much of this are you wanting me to read?
Just read that one. That one made me laugh a lot.
Cameron's interrupting us.
I'm sorry.
But it was written by 3 miscarriages bundled into a typewriter. Okay,
Let me
he's not
read
right.
this.
Yeah, you want to read that?
I got all my friends to buy Monster Hunter, and they really like it. They really.
Aww.
All right, what am I supposed to see? What am I supposed to read?
Right there.
The game looks fucking beautiful and is about killing massive monsters and really over-the-top fights, so it should be good. But it was written by 3 miscarriages bundled into a typewriter. It babies you the whole way through the game like you've never touched a video game. Someone sends a picture of a very angry-looking black guy with
Harley Quinn
hair, not the colors, but just the pigtails, and below it says, "Just trying to find myself."
Dude,
I read that before you.
my friends, do either of you guys played any UFC games?
No.
Nope.
Okay, how you could create.
I'm not a douchebag.
Tap
out!
I like Fight Night Round 3. But we really like playing around in the character customization, and we always make terrifying fucking monsters, and we'll send them to each other. There's one that my friend sent to our group chat a few days ago.
Good God.
The caption.
Arby's has arrived.
The caption is perfect. I'll let you guys see that. It's like a little terrifying amalgamate, and then underneath it just says Arby's has arrived. You can't even hear me.
That reminds me of the camera can hear you, but the microphone can't. And I'm sure somewhere we got picked up. But no, that reminds me of Tony Hawk's Underground. That was, I think, my first experience with character creation.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
And I created this guy. He was just ginormous, wearing a camo.
He would be like clipping through his skateboard and shit.
Yeah, basically. And he was just like this huge, bulky guy. And he was wearing a big camo jacket and baggy pants. And he had, I used the skull for his head, but you could also edit the dimensions of it. So I gave him this ginormous underbite.
Yeah.
So watching him talk in the cutscenes was absolutely hysterical.
Hell yeah.
Yep. That's my story right there.
So, back to Deadpool and the topic that we were on before we got rabbit holed.
Have you ever played Deadpool the game?
Please stop.
Yeah,
we've talked about that on the
fantastic.
podcast before.
It's a fantastically shitty game.
So I was kind of apprehensive about Josh Brolin, especially with him playing Thanos. You know, what kind of a performance is he going to be able to give us as Cable when he's spending a lot of time, obviously, being Thanos, the big bad of the MCU. And I'm more so excited about Josh Brolin now. So Deadpool is my wife's favorite MCU movie.
Yeah.
She really liked Deadpool, and
It's not an MCU movie.
It's a Marvel character.
It's a Marvel movie, but it's not MCU.
It will be soon.
Hopefully.
So I'm just going to keep saying it the way that I'm saying it, because it'll eventually be canon. But so I loved the first Deadpool movie. My wife got into it. It was kind of cool to get her into a superhero that she liked, that I wasn't like, you like this person. You know, she formed her own opinion and liked Deadpool. So
Miranda and I bonded on our first night that I met her. We bonded over watching Deadpool together.
And alcohol?
She was on alcohol.
Okay.
I, however, was quite sober. And we...
You know, if we were Puritans, that wouldn't be allowed.
We watched Deadpool together.
Okay.
Or at least I watched Deadpool while she was hunched over.
All right, fair enough.
It was a fun night. It's a fun story.
But
Go on.
So I enjoyed the first Deadpool movie. To me, it's not the greatest thing ever done.
No.
Like a lot of people play it off as. So I didn't have super high expectations for the second movie, and I'll tell you right now, I do. After seeing the trailer today with all of the stuff that I wasn't excited for and really apprehensive, now I am super excited for it. So that's all I have to say about that.
I'm very excited as well. But we're running a little long right now, so I'm going to go ahead and call it quits. Tyler, once again, thank you for always being here.
Appreciate it.
Being my co-host.
I'm your partner.
You're my partner in life. Cameron, thank you for joining. You piece of shit. No, you're not going to kiss me.
Wow, that was really intense.
I actually thought he was going to kiss me.
I thought he was going to at least go for the forehead, but he went mouth to mouth there for a second.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I'm about to kiss my first child.
I'm 21.
You are
all
19.
right.
Well, are you 20 or 19?
I just turned I turned 20 when I was
so you're
working
20.
here.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're 20,
All right.
not 21.
Check us out on the Journey into Comics network, Journey into Comics or patreon.com/Journey into Comics, where all the greatest podcasts in the world are on. Foodies Watching Movies, Journey into Comics, Journey into Wrestling, The Poor Report, Brews with Dudes, of course, us, Podcastrophe. I'm tagging you in, Blaine.
What have you said so far?
Stuff and Things.
Stuff and things. All right, you get Journey into Comics. You get Journey into Wrestling. You get Game Addicts. Oh, Game
On
Addicts
separate
podcast is on its own feed. You get Literature, The Poor Report, Brews with Dudes.
Literature
Journey
was the
into-
one I forgot.
Journey into Wrestling.
Which
think
you
I
said already.
That. The
We are
Voice of
so bad at
Survival.
plugs.
You get Foodies Watching Movies.
I
I
said
think I
that.
said that again. I think I said it too. I don't know.
You said it twice.
Oh my god. Plugs. plugs.
We are so bad
You
at
can
plugs.
you can get us on all the social media platforms, be it Podcastrophe or Journey into Comics. You can subscribe to us on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, Twitcher, Stitcher Radio. You can find myself on Podcastrophe on Twitch.
And myself as Finnegan_McNasty on Twitch. Check us out while we stream. In the future, or the near future, Tuesdays are probably going to be our day around 6 o'clock.
Yep.
Tentatively. For $1 a month, you get some really cool shit on Patreon. For $3 a month, you get even more cool exclusive shit.
Exclusive shit. For $1, cool. You're thanking us. You're helping us, and you get early access to every episode on the network.
The moment it airs.
The moment it's done editing.
That's what I meant
The moment it's done editing.
I'm so bad at plugs.
And uploaded. No, it's okay. You're still new to this. I get it. But yeah, just if you want to throw us a buck, awesome. We appreciate it so much. If you want to throw us $3, then you get a tons of exclusive content. You're gonna get the Road to Infinity War, where we review an Avengers movie, a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie every week or every month. No, is every week?
Every week,
Every
in
week,
order,
in
up
order
until
Infinity War. The last one being Black Panther. And then on top of that, you also get other exclusive things that we decide to do whenever. So if you feel like it, please donate, and we appreciate it so much. Your friend Clint, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks again, Clint. You're my boy, Blue.
For the $20 subscription. If you so choose to keep going with the $20. But yeah, thanks again, guys. This is Podcastrophe. That's Tyler.
I'm Tyler.
That's Cameron.
That's Wedges.
Say bye. Say bye like a normal person.
Do it.
I want to say goodbye to my children who I all love very dearly. I want them to stroke my beard. Yes, very nice. Keep stroking my beard. Oh, yes. Come on, I'm almost there. Stroke. Okay, I'm done. Thank you. Very good. Next time I'll be here. Bye.
Make every day a big dick day. Bye, guys.
Heritage.
Woke up this morning with my dick in my hand. Girlie's to the right of me, just like I planned. It's gonna be a big dick day. 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 Big dick day. It's gonna be a big dick day. It's gonna be a big dick day.